Okay, guys, so I think I'm live. Ro, how are things with you, Ro? Just give me a second there now. I'm just setting up the
No marks, there's no script.
the live stream. Okay, that's working there, and I just need to go onto another screen just to make sure. Go into my channel studio and refresh. Okay, and everything seems to be okay there. And this is the bit that I always hate, trying to go from one screen to another screen to phones and to make it so I can see what the chat is happening, because sometimes the StreamYard's chat is not quick enough. I might as well let my ad play. And let's see. Okay, we're live there. I've got the chat in, Rose in, Mike is in, Shark Scrapper's in, John Ladd is in. So guys, great to have you on board. Let me go back to the main screen. Okay, so we're back on the main screen. Scrapman, good to have you in. How are things? I'll put the link out in a minute. I'll just wait for a few more to come in. Ali Mac, Gemma, great to see you in. Hope all's going well with you. Seen Ali Mac's video. Which one was it? The last one was it that I seen was in the MG. I think it was. He was just taking it out to give it a bit of a test run to keep it running, to keep things going okay. I'm not sure if he's another one up since then. If he has, I'll have to check that out. But I think that was the last one where he's going around the car park, checking things out in it, making sure it was getting up to temperature and not overheating. He was having an issue with some of the fans not working, I think. Am I right, Ali? Shark Scrapper saying hello to everyone. It's raining again. Yeah, it never stops raining. This time of year, we're getting plenty of rain over here in Ireland. So I presume it's the same in Scotland. So just checking something there. Who else? John Ladd, I said hi to. Jim, I said hi to. Mike, I said hi to. Just having a look there. Is there anyone else that came in? So I'm just scrapping out some phones tonight, guys. That's all I'm at. Just need to get moving on these phones. I've been sitting here for a while, and I've been moving. I'm just waiting to see if Raphael comes into the chat, because in case you don't all know, guys, Raphael got a good shout out today from e-waste bin, which I thought was brilliant. He sent him some silver, and also Raphael has passed the 2,000 mark on subscribers, and we all remember what he said on one show, was it, that if he got past the 2,000 mark, he'd give us all a bar of silver, just like what he sent to e-waste bin. So we'll all be expecting a nice bar of silver. Here's your blower only working on, yeah, that's it, was only working on the number 2 setting. If anyone hasn't watched that video, you'll see it. So nothing in that, guys, just a bit of plastic. So that goes back in the trash pile. And then we have a little bit of wire with Snobby, great to see you in. A little bit of wire, if I can get it focused, with some gold connectors on it. So again, I usually pull them gold connectors off. Very easy, remove them on them wires. So all you're left with then is, if I can get it, it looks like I was smoking, guys, but it's not. I don't smoke. That's actually acid got on my finger. So you can see it there. Looks like that I was smoking, but can't get that gold thing to highlight, but it's there. So I just need to find my little container for the gold. Little pins that I'm pulling off tonight. So I'll put them in there. Who else has come in? Braveheart Scrapper, great to have you in. Dusty Blonde, great to have you in. Aram, let me highlight this guy, guys. I was watching some of his videos there. He was live. If any of you don't know, he's gone into the doing the YouTubing, and he takes stuff live on streams as well. So I think I've seen Shark Scrapper over there at one of his videos, and as well, Shark Scrapper had come into him. Paul Chartall, great to have you in. saying hello to Shark Scrapper there. You see Dusty Blonde came in. UK saying hello to UK Scrapper. I met Dusty's Blonde live last night just as she was closing it down. So sorry about that, Dusty. I should try to get in earlier, but just one of them days where I just didn't get time to get back in time to get into your live stream. But I'm sure it was a good one as always. Let me see, is there anyone else coming in there? I don't want to miss anyone coming in. So Aram Joseph is the guy's name, but Aram, if you haven't got any of the guys coming in here, there's a good few scrappers coming in there, like Snobby Scrap Picker. He does a good channel. Dusty Blonde has a scrap. Ali Mack is from his name is a mechanic, so he does repairs on cars and stuff like that. So if you want to check out some of their stuff as well, there's some good channels there. What's if I missed anyone else there, sorry about that. Braveheart Scrapper as well, another scrapper that you might want to have a look at the channel. Good supporters of each other. A lot of the scrap world, I've noticed, will support each other's channels. So it's great. Who else is there? So all I'm doing is taking apart phones, guys, and chatting. That's all. I'm not going to be showing you everything on the phones. Most of you know what you're taking apart on phones already. Been doing it for a long time, but I just need to get through all this pile of stuff that I've neglected for a while. So the likes of that stuff is just rubbish to me. There's nothing in there, just some wires, very thin wire. So again, it's the board I hold on to for the IC chips off the board, or the little microchips that come off the board. So you can see them in underneath there. So there will be a video coming on them in a while on how I deal with them to get the gold out from them. Nothing else really there. There's a few gold connectors here. You can see them there. I'll pull them off if I can. If I can't, I'll put them aside and they'll be done when I get the right tool for doing the job. Okay, so we have a few little connectors in here that I want to get to. So I'm going to stick the link out if anyone wants to come up and have a chat while I'm doing this. I've no one live today to chat with. Trying to make a few contacts to get people up, but it's getting harder and harder to get people. People have a lot of stuff on. People are busy, you know, so can't always get a lot of people on board. That's it, Paul Chartall. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anyone coming in. Guys, don't forget to like if you're coming in. Really appreciate it. So I want to get in under here to see. I'm sure there's a little bit of board under here. So what has everyone been up to? What have you been scrapping out? I'm sure we'll see videos coming out of what people have been at. So again, nothing there of value for me. So what I'm looking for then is I'm looking for these ribbons to see if they have any little gold connectors on them. So you can see in there, very hard to see it on this camera, if I can get it to focus. There's little gold pins. Scrapping says Shark Scrapper. Yeah, scrapping. But scrapping what, Shark Scrapper? Did Bruce come in? Did I miss Bruce coming in? Bruce, how are things? Bruce Napier is in. Good to see Bruce Napier in. So you can see the gold connectors in around on that. And then we have here the very, very small but little gold fingers, which I chop off and I put them into the AP to get the gold foils to come off, and then process them from there. Now, let me see. Shark, what's the story?
What's up, everybody?
How are things with you today?
Wet.
Wet. You're wet in Florida as well. It's rain everywhere, is it?
Yeah, today's just been not a heavy kind of rain, but just like a misty rain that sometimes gets a little heavier and then backs off and then picks up again. So it's just sort of been a cool, wet day all day.
Okay. So what were you doing? A bit of scrapping out in the shed, or were you still doing your scrap runs?
No, so this morning I got the truck loaded up with a bunch of material to take into the yard. And then I had had a box for board sort to take to the post office, and had to go to the hardware store. So just mostly running around kind of stuff this morning, and then just piddling around with some small busy work, waiting for this wonderful experience.
Being charming gets you everywhere, they reckon. Did you watch E-Waste Bin's video this morning of doing the scrapping out? Oh, you did, because you left a comment on it, of course you did.
Yeah. In fact, I was having my coffee when it popped up. You know, so it was pretty quick. Yeah,
it was great to see Raphael his little bar being shown off, his silver bar.
Yeah, and Ben was just beside himself.
Yeah,
he just couldn't believe that. He didn't know what to say.
I like the way he cut the search, cut the bit off the end of the search. Kite Fire is in as well, and we have another guy in the basement, another one from stateside. So let's get him up. Oh, he disappeared. Here a minute, Kevin.
What's wrong, Kevin? You being camera shy?
No, I had to turn the radio off.
Oh, okay.
This to keep from going.
So what have you been up to today? Have you been scrapping anything out, or have you been?
Yesterday and this morning. Yeah, the town just over from me has a bulk pickup in October.
Okay.
So hammer, screwdriver, wire snips, all good.
Hey, Ro, how you doing, man?
Ro, have you got to? Oh no, you haven't got the Bluetooth ones in.
What's up?
Barry West is in. Hello, Barry West.
No, I don't want to take that chance again, man.
They were all right. It was just the probably settings need to be tweaked a bit when you're setting it up, you know.
So for the over the pond crew,
yeah.
T at 3.
Because pretty soon.
T at 3.
Pretty soon we can take the kids mobile, you know, for this virtual school stuff. So I want to do a lot more dumpster diving, you know.
Okay.
Hey, you know, Ro, I still got a box of stuff for you. I was hoping to be able to fill up, you know, like a large or a medium flat rate. I may just go ahead and get one packed up for you, even if it's not full.
Fill it with nuts and bolts.
I'm going to try to answer this message. Real quick while I'm on here. It's about a sale, so if it messes up, I'll come back up.
Okay, no problem. I'm sorry, hacks into the envelope.
Go ahead and drop me down for 1 second, brother, man.
Okay, I'll put you down in the basement for a minute. But what were you saying there, Kevin?
Fill the box with nuts and bolts and send that to Ro.
I don't think he'd appreciate that
Well,
nearly as much.
That's to fill up whatever space you have left in the box.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You want to get your money's worth.
Kite Fire reckons he doesn't use a screwdriver, he uses the Matthews method of the hammer. But I don't think tonight, now, if I started beating these phones with a hammer on the live show, I don't think the sound would go down well with everyone. Ro, are you ready to come back up again? I think he's frozen down in the basement. He's frozen, so I'll have to wait for him to move again. But what was I going to say to you there, guys? So what were you saying there? Every October you do this like pickup thing, is it?
It's the town of Lafayette, New Jersey has bulk pickup every October.
Okay.
And within the first 14 days of the month, everybody puts their stuff out by the curb. And it's more garbage than anything else. But there are sufficient the number of electronic pieces that I have managed to grab. I loaded my pickup truck yesterday. I had 6 microwaves, 2 bicycles with aluminum rims, and a couple weed whackers. I'm sorry?
And a partridge in a pear tree?
Yeah, and a couple of loose nuts and bolts too. Usually there's one behind the wheel when I'm driving. So,
Yeah, I was going to say, with the loose nut, the one behind the wheel.
but my wife saw the load that I brought back yesterday, and she says, "Where are you going to put it?" I says, "By the barn." She says, "No, you're not." I said, "You can't see that far. Don't worry about it."
I think Ro is back.
Yeah.
Ro, welcome back.
Hello.
No sound, Ro. No sound. Ro
You're
just
muted.
Cut that. Rookie
Yeah,
mistakes.
we've got sound again. We've sound again. So yeah, we've sound again.
Yeah.
But so how was your building your computers going for you, Ro?
I haven't gotten anything lately. I'm not gonna lie. I have a ultra small form factor over there. I'm selling for $50 today as a media center. That's it, man.
Don't all speak at once, guys.
Yeah, so
I
Ro,
know.
I don't know if you heard me before you went to take that call. I was telling you that I still had that stuff for you. It doesn't look like I'm going to fill up the a large pretty soon, so I may just go ahead and get it sent off to you.
And then I heard my friend over here say put nuts and bolts in it.
Just to finish filling the space. It's to fill the extra space in the box, and you get a few pennies value out of that when you scrap it in.
Man, you can keep that. Keep that 10 shred.
What, do you need some more rocks for gravel around the place there? I can do that too.
We got that covered, man. We're fixing to find it. I found another place. We're gonna go look at it, and it's $500 a month, plus everything else. But it's $700, $800 here anyway. So what's the difference?
And
it's got land.
Okay, and that's what I was about to say. Is there any sheds or anything, just land around it? Is there?
I didn't really go look at it yet. If there's a shed there, that's a bonus.
Yeah.
Ian will tell you that.
Ian
Stop cheating.
Ian shed was looking pretty packed the last day, but he done a big clear up job on it. So, but what's the weather like there where you are, Ro?
It's 70 something. I'm gonna knock you out, young lady. Stop pulling the damn calculator out. Do it the right way. Stop cheating. These kids are smart, man. They're on that virtual school. And they'll pull the calculator up and cheat.
That's called using their initiative.
Ro,
that's not going to teach them nothing, though.
Ro, I give you a little one. My grandson at 5 years old, kindergarten, virtual. He got bored, so he shut the camera off and left the room.
Yeah. Then when you come back, you come back and they look at the screen. They'll pick up that book like I was here.
Yeah. But the kid's doing third grade math already, and he's just in kindergarten.
Well, third grade math down here equals like second grade learning. I'll tell you that. They don't teach them to subtract, put the bigger number on top. They got them doing it in little bars, and this equals 10, and this equals 10. They got them preschooling it. Thank you.
Hey, Kelly, how you doing?
Hello.
Oh. Hold on, guys.
That's the prettier half of the equation.
Hey, you're supposed to be in school too, boy.
Hello, Mr. Snobby.
Snobby, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good.
Hey. So, Ro, you'll get a kick out of this. When I was doing my homework, my dad would get upset with me and tell me to put the calculator away and get my slide rule out.
Slide rule.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. I thought Matthews was back in the slide rules.
I mean, with the way they're teaching them, what happens when they run out of fingers and toes, man?
I'll borrow yours.
Shit.
So, Snobby, what have you been up to today?
Apart from going to the post office to check a few prices out and things, not a lot really.
Has it been wet over there in London?
I didn't feel like going into the shed. Yeah. I didn't feel like going down in the shed. When it's raining and stuff like that, I really don't feel like going down in the shed.
Yeah, it's hard to motivate yourself when you're looking out at that wet weather all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I need to step back and think about the next video that I'm going to do, you know?
Yeah.
What it's going to be about.
Yeah, I find it's getting harder to think of every video because when you're in the scrapping, there's only so much stuff you can scrap out before you're kind of repeating yourself. That's what I find. You know, so you have to
funny you should say that. Not that I'll come up on panels to talk about other channels. I did see a particular channel today that is scrapping out a CRTV. Is it CRTV, one of the old things?
One of the old ones, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Picture
lo and
tube TV.
behold, yeah, like the large one, and lo and behold, 9 months ago, he done exactly the same video. And you know.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with the scrap world. You have to try and think of something else because if you scrap out the same thing within a couple of months, like that, as you said, 9 months of something, people go, oh, I remember seeing that already. You know, from
Go up and see Ali. Go up and see Ali. You can take the computer out of his car and scrap that out. The engine control module. He'd never miss it.
See, we're always coming across. The thing is, though, we're always coming across new viewers, right? New subscribers that are subscribing to your channel, right?
Yeah.
So the likelihood of them going back on a 9-month-old video is very unlikely. So, you know, although you're still going to have subscribers that are going to go, well, I saw that 9 months ago, but it's still going to have subscribers that have not seen it and probably enjoy it, you know? So,
like, if you
Bye, Barry.
I would say I scrapped out a laptop was one of the very first videos I ever done, scrapping out a laptop. And at the time, it would have got whatever amount of people because I'd only a few subscribers. But if I scrap out a laptop again, I should get a lot more people watching it this time because I have more subscribers. But I'm worried about doing the same thing twice, you know?
I remember a time when this guy named Scrapping Irish came out and he had 248 subscribers. I was like, you know what? I like his accent. I'm going to subscribe and see if he can really do this gold recovery stuff.
And you've stuck by me. I haven't dropped in yet, have I not? I haven't managed to run you off yet.
You haven't kicked me out yet, man.
Well, thanks for being one of my subscribers. I appreciate every one of you.
Yep, not a problem.
Oh, dude.
Later, Barry.
Yeah,
I've tried to try and I've done videos before where I've had like 5 or 6 electric fans and I've scrapped out all 6 of them just to see what the value would get from 6 of them rather than just the one.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I know I've got about half a dozen jet washers here as well. You know, so I shall see what the value is from 6 jet washers.
Yeah, I like on the last one where you seeing the value from scrapping it out and getting each individual part and working out whether it's worth and how many you could do in an hour and stuff like that. You know, that was a good video.
Well, these things do have to be taken into account, right? Because if you're spending a couple of hours taking something apart, you're on about £3 an hour. And is it worth doing it?
Yeah.
South Boston Gear, what's up?
Here, scrapping out these, taking these apart. It'll take me days to take apart all these phones, and at the end, I might get 50 quid's worth of gold.
Hey, did you see those laptops that E-Waste Ben had for you, Irish?
See which?
Did you see that them laptops that?
E-Waste Ben can keep them.
187 kilos.
He can keep them.
I would gladly scrap those out, man. Gladly.
I scrap them out if I come across them, but I don't go looking for them.
Man, a whole van full. That was just, oh my God.
I've got 22 laptops that I haven't touched.
I'll borrow them from you.
Does E-Waste
Gear?
Is that
come across that before, so welcome in.
Hold on, we got everybody over there. Go ahead.
Yep.
That E-Waste Ben, he actually does it for a living, though, doesn't he? That's what pays his mortgage, right?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, there's a big difference, isn't there, from someone that actually relies on it to pay for his mortgage and someone like myself who just does it as a hobby. You know, when it starts becoming work and you're putting in 12 hours a day to do it, then, you know, there's a big difference.
That's like E-Waste Mike.
Yeah,
well, when you enjoy doing it, though, you know.
He does, but he gets all annoyed. You know, he said something the other day on one of his videos. He got all of those hand scanners. And I told him, I commented, I says, open mouth, insert circuit board. So he got a laugh out of that one.
Yeah, I seen him up in
he paid for all that. He pays for all of his scrap. I won't pay for anything if I can avoid it. I'll get it for nothing.
Same as, because I know doing it as a hobby. So if I was paying for these phones to buy them, I definitely wouldn't be even, like, I'm losing money as it is with the acid and stuff like that I use and my time. But if I had to buy them as well, wow, will you stop? There's no point to it.
And I'm just doing it because I don't want to sit and twiddle my thumbs all day.
And recently, you know, I've just purchased 25 of these Bosch cutting discs, plus I purchased another 25 week. You know, there's like £30. There's 30 English pound in just cutting discs.
Yeah.
You know, just for a hobby.
Yeah, but if you were playing golf as a hobby, that's why I look at it. Say you're into golf, you buy a set of golf clubs. You could be in $2,000 for a set of golf clubs. Golf balls every couple of weeks, another 20, 30 quid every couple of weeks.
It's the same with anything. I'm in a motorcycle club, and most of these fellas that do ride, they'll buy the motorcycle for $18,000 or $20,000 and put another $4,000 of odds and ends onto it, and they're still not happy.
Yeah. You know, if you're in, no matter what hobby you're into, you're going to spend money, no matter what hobby you're on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're just going around looking for the scrap. Yesterday and today, I put 60 miles on the truck, so that my time and fuel expense is an outlay. But you know, I picked up a fair amount of odds and ends, electronics that'll keep me busy for a while.
Pal them up,
and I have been extremely naughty. I don't know if you're back there, listen, if I can turn the camera around.
I used to have some really expensive hobbies, though, between skiing and scuba diving and aquariums and things like that. Man, I could spend some money on hobbies. So at least this hobby,
you get something back out of it. You get something out of it. Yeah, it's Snobby been up to today.
You get something out of it. You get a little satisfaction knowing that you're keeping something out of the landfill as well.
Ooh, that's a good one, Snobby.
Yeah. Been a little bit frivolous.
All that for 4 pounds of wire?
Yeah, it's for stripping wire, isn't it?
Been very naughty.
Kevin said all that for 4 pounds of wire. Kevin.
I've got
did you trade in wire to do. That, Snobby? Did you trade in any of the batteries off the battery wall? No. Although that battery wall's still growing, that is now becoming a fund for the grandchild when it's born in February. As a little ISA thing. So when the day she's born, or that particular week, they're all going to get turned in, and that's going to be a bank account set up for the grandchild.
Snobby, do you know if it's a boy or a girl, or are you waiting to find out?
No, it's a girl.
Very nice.
Good.
Just so long as she and mom are healthy, that's what matters.
Yeah, that grandchild is going to go start off with that battery wall. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Pop Scrap just came in there. Hi, Pop Scrap. Another Irish scrapper, Pop Scrap. Pop Scrap, I have a bit of lead and I have some aluminium for you that I need to get sorted out with you.
Bring over your e-waste.
Pop Scrap swaps the e-waste with me. He collects the e-waste for me, and I hold on to. I have lead and I have aluminium there for him, and I think I have some bit of copper wire, and I have something else for him.
Yeah, is he going to give you the copper tank that he's got for it?
That's one of the old ones too. That's got the nice thick copper on it. That's not one of these new tin ones.
No, that is an old one.
Yeah, but you see, some of the really new tanks now are not copper; they're stainless steel. They've done away now completely. Like it's stainless steel is taken over, so there'll be less and less money out of the tanks.
Yeah, they don't give you a great price for them tanks because of the actual lime and the scale that's created inside them tanks, which sometimes weighs quite a lot.
Yeah,
you know that scale build-up can be thicker than the actual copper itself.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'd say if Pop Scrap had a belt of the hammer at the side, and you'd see all the line scale that would come out of it. Especially especially in the west of Ireland, there's an awful lot of lime in the water. So I'd say there'll be a lot of lime in that tank.
I mean, look, the scrapyards are onto a winner straight away, aren't they? I mean, they are in the UK because the scales that you roll onto, right, they go in 20 kilo increments, right? So if you go in there 71 kilos, right, you'll only get 70 kilos. If you go in there at, say, 87 kilos, you're only going to get 70 kilos. You know, it's really, they're on the winner straight away.
Yeah.
You know, straight away. Maximum they can have off you is like 19 kilos. Yeah, that they will get automatically before you even unload.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like the casinos. It's balanced in their favor.
Yeah, well,
straight away.
You know, and the issue becomes, though, when you have scales that are designed to weigh vehicles and trucks with trailers and things like that, they can't be accurate down to the 1 pound increment without being ungodly expensive scales. So, you know, that 20 pound increment, is mostly an artifact of designing the scales, to measure that kind of weight. When I go into the drive-through portion of my yard, they have a smaller scale that is measuring in 1 pound increments for when you have, a smaller bin of stuff that you're bringing in. So, yeah, the vehicle scale,
Not
I just want to say hi to a few people that just popped in. Edward Thomas is in. Who else did I see coming in that I missed? Tim Palmer's in. Pop Scrap I said hi to. John Lytle said hi to. I just wanted to miss anyone coming in. I think that's it. Okay, but the scales do be balanced in their favor. I know what Shark is saying about you'd have to have a really, really expensive scale to get, if you were driving in a trailer, to bring it down to the pound or the kilo. You'd have to have one of the more expensive scales.
Well, look, these scrapyards have expensive machinery, so they can afford a decent set of scales as well.
Well, that's it.
They're on a winner.
I think the scrapyards in America judging on when talking to watching Shark when he's in dealing with them, and watching a lot of the other guys when they're in dealing with the scrapyards, they seem to be very easy to deal with. Where here in Ireland, and I think it's the same from judging from Snobby, it's like you're going in trying to rob them when you go into them. They just are so aggressive with you, and if you try to say, well, can you do a bit better on the price, they get so aggressive and, oh no, that's the best, and they're like, what do you expect? And then as soon as you say, well, okay, I'll go somewhere else, and up their price a bit, Which
that's why that is.
Yeah.
I'm getting to the point to where I weigh all my smalls before I even go in. I weigh it out, and I ask them what they're buying it for, at what price, and if I don't like their price, I'll just take it somewhere else that I get paid the price I want. But some people don't have that option. I understand that.
Well, here in Ireland, especially for me, there's one scrapyard half an hour away from me, and he was paying $170 for a kilo of copper, and a scrapyard an hour away was willing to give me $280. So I had to work out then, well, is it worth the drive? Have I enough copper to make it worth my while drive that extra 40 minutes?
You got to save it up, make it weigh something when you go like that.
That's my choice anymore. Save it up.
Yeah. Hey, Rob.
So long as you have the room to put it.
Raphael, congratulations on making your 2,000 subs, which was brilliant to see. And remember, I think he said that when he gets to 2,000 subs, he was going to give everyone a silver bar, the same as he gave to E-Way Spin.
I heard something like that.
Yeah, I heard that. That's what I heard.
So
he's got my address.
Silver bar in the post.
Half-ounce bars.
Yeah. Oh, it was more than that. It was more than a half-ounce bar he gave him. He gave him a 118 grams, which was nearly 4 ounces.
Wow.
And that was on what was that on?
E-Way Spin.
Yeah.
Raphael posted E-Way Spin a silver bar, 118 grams, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he said that when he got to 2,000 subs, that he was going to give us all a bar. So I'm just waiting for my silver bar to be delivered.
Well, we'll be waiting. He's still waiting on a sticker from last year, ain't he? I am.
I knew that was coming.
Hey, Ro, did you send mine out?
Yeah, yours is in the mail, bro.
I knew that was coming.
Should I get my Scrapping Irish sticker and hold it up just to go nanny nanny boo boo?
Yeah, just do that.
I'll go get my Ian sticker and do the same thing.
Yeah, but you had on that.
He's a new scrapper to a lot of us, I'd say. I don't know as many met him yet, but he's got his own scrap channel now as well, where he does it's more e-waste stuff as well, much the same as what I do.
Who's that?
Oh, what are they? What are them? Oh, what are them? Oh yeah. Did you see them, Ro? Did you see what he had there?
I love the little lady leprechaun.
The little leprechaun. Oh, look at Jesus, a Neil Matthews sticker. That's a collector's item. That is.
What sticker?
Yeah.
Neil Matthews. Hazy Days, great to see you. Hazy Days is in. Hazy Days had a nice, a great new song out today, which I enjoyed. I played it 3 or 4 times. It was very good. It was one of them songs you could close your eyes to and it'd make it start to think about things. So
I got the shark too.
I think that we'll see those. That's a beautiful sticker there, Kevin. Man, that's an awesome sticker.
I want one that looks like a shark. Like the one you have on the back of your truck.
I think Raphael is thinking that we'll all get our silver bars about as fast as we're going to get Ian stickers.
Well, Edward Thomas reckons that he heard that it was £1,000 that he was going to give away. But anyhow, congratulations, Val.
Yeah.
Raphael. It was brilliant to see you
Very
get
nice.
1,000.
Yeah,
well deserved.
Yeah. Well done. There's been a few, haven't there? There's been a few that just graced the 2,000. You've got Sharky Scrapper, you've got Dumpster Jerry, Raphael. You know, there's been a few there.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that. Mine's very, very slow. That's the way I like it.
Yeah, well,
very slow.
I was stuck on 1,200 for months and months and months, and all of a sudden now I've shot up to over 1,800. But I'm worried that it could be one of them, fake 1,800s, and all of a sudden you lose them all again.
No, you would have lost them already.
Yeah.
Listen, I worry about all the comments that come in. The more subscribers you get, you're talking more comments to reply to, and I'm getting old. I'm getting lazy. I'm even now, listen to this, guys. Listen to this, right? I'm even now watching your videos on a separate device, from a separate account. And I can't leave comments on that because it's a separate secret account. Because on this account, it records how long a week I spend on YouTube. And I want to reduce that dramatically on this account, if you know what I'm saying. Because me spending time watching other people's videos on this account, right, goes against me. If you know what I mean, because I want to be a creator. And if it sees that I'm a viewer, right, it wants me as a viewer, not as a creator.
Where
I didn't know anything about it worked that way.
Snobby, where did you see that? I want to look into that.
Well, look, you have to look at. You will find out how long that you actually spend, right, on YouTube on your Shark Scrapper account, right? It will tell you either monthly or weekly how many hours you're spending on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right? That will go against you as a creator, because if you're spending 100 hours a week watching other people's stuff, that's exactly what YouTube want. They want viewers. So they see you as a viewer. Yeah.
Well, what difference is it going to make if they see me as a viewer or a creator?
Well, because you've got to make that decision, haven't you? You're either a creator, right, and you don't watch many other people's videos because you're a creator, or a viewer.
Oh yeah,
Later, Irish.
if
Phone's
you're
dying.
posting videos, you're a creator, man.
But doesn't the viewing videos gives the YouTube greater revenue, I think, from the
Being a viewer.
the advertiser. But as a creator, you're not getting the advertising views. And people have to view your videos that you've created in order to monetize YouTube.
But you're creating videos that can be monetized. So YouTube is fine with whether you're. I don't think YouTube categorizes us that way.
But I don't know. I don't look into it that much at all, to be honest. Which I should be looking more into, because I was watching, was it Guild Skills last night, and he had Johnny 25 on, I think, and they were doing a lot of talking about looking at the analytics and stuff like that. Which, to be honest, I'm the worst. I don't look at my analytics at all. They say you should be looking at where the video falls off and stuff like that, but I don't bother.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion and view on how they do it, right? But if you look at most of these people, right, that are really big YouTubers, and when I say big YouTubers, I'm sort of like 50,000 subscribers plus. If you go and look at their comments, they don't even thumbs them up or like it. They're on to the next video.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Dusty's in touch with quite a few YouTubers that have got 150,000, 250,000 subscribers. And, you know, they're getting 300, 400, 500 comments. Do you think they've got that time to sit there and reply to every single one of them comments? It will take them hours per day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they hire people to do that.
But I watch Scrap and Pallet Man. I think he's got 128,000 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
does he reply to every single comment?
No. I've left comments and I have gotten, you know, at least a heart, a thumbs up or something to that effect. But it's a simple response, but yet it was a response.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why sometimes these channels grow faster, because, you know, they're not becoming too friendly with other YouTubers. They're just a creator. They don't care about what you think, what you feel, the thumbs up, the thumbs down. They don't care. They just march on through and just sometimes like and thumbs up the comment, and sometimes not at all. You know, because they're not worried about what your comment is or what it says or whether it's derogatory, whether it's good, bad. They don't care. They're marching on.
They're in it for the revenue.
You know.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe.
Yeah.
They're in it for the revenue. There's the one, Taco Stacks. He's in Pennsylvania. He's less than a 40-minute drive from me. And he's constantly putting videos up. He's got, I think he's got close to 250,000 subscribers.
I'm actually subscribed to his channel. So
yeah, Taco's fun.
Yeah.
I used to watch
Mike the Scavenger.
I used to watch them all.
Yeah. And
the funny thing is, right, is that when I spent maybe a year watching the likes of your saying, Taco Stack, Scrap and Pallet Man, leaving comments, right, spending loads of times with the guys, as soon as you become a creator, you never ever see a comment from these people, which I feel like that's what they get for that.
I get comments. I get comments from.
Do you have arthritis? Snobby, you have arthritis?
That might be your case, Shark Scrapper. But what I am saying is, I spent maybe a year watching these creators do their thing, leaving comments, and then as soon as I become a creator, you don't see them for dust. They never leave a comment.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly don't get a comment back from. I don't get a response from them on every comment I post, but I get a comment from them frequently enough that I know they're reading them.
Yeah, are you saying that are you saying that Scrap and Pallet Man comes and comments on your videos?
Yeah.
So Scrap and Pallet Man will come to you. Well, every video you put out.
Well, no, not every video I put out. No, I wouldn't expect them to.
That's what I'm saying. These bigger YouTubers forget, you know, because I can remember Scrap and Pallet Man having about 1,000 subscribers, 800 subscribers, and you know, once they become really big, yeah, they forget where they came from.
Yeah.
Not me. Well, they forget.
In some cases, like, but there is other channels who get big, but they remember the first 1,000 subscribers that might have stuck with them at the beginning, and then it's hard after that to remember every new subscriber you get in. And like if you have 50,000 subscribers and there's 5,000 of them are creators, you're never going to be able to watch 5,000 videos in a week.
No.
You ain't. You ain't.
No,
I imagine that in many cases they're just like us. They have channels that they like watching. You know, that they've rung the bell and hit the all indicator, and you know, when they're up having their coffee in the morning or something like that, they'll go watch a few videos. You know, there's no way they could certainly watch everybody that's a sub to them.
Yeah, well, I have a core group that I try and watch every one of their videos that come out every week. Then I have a group that I'll try, if they have 4 or 5 videos out a month, I'll try and watch one of their videos a month. And then there's another group that I might only get to see their video once every 5 months. I might look at one of their videos because it might be something I'm interested in, but I'll try and look at it and leave a comment so they know that I still do it every so often, look at their channel, and that I do appreciate them coming to my channel or whatever. But we'd say that's the core group I try and watch, and I'll try and comment if I can. Lately I haven't, as Snobby says, lately I've watched the videos, but I have not left comments on them because, again, it's just to get the time to make a comment on every video and to think, because as soon as I watch a video, I kind of move straight on to the next person's video I have to watch. And at this stage now, I don't know whether I've watched, you know, which video I've watched. And when I be talking to people saying, like even Ali there, I was saying, what was Ali's last video? Was that the one I watched with him with the MG, or was it which video? It's just hard to keep track of what videos you've watched as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to. The easiest person to keep track of is Ralph Morrick, because he only puts a video up once every 6 months anyhow, so it's great.
Ralph who?
Ralph Morrick. Ralph who?
I mean, and then we could go on to something else as well, couldn't we? About subscriber count numbers, like, you know, with you know, like me on a little 1,600 right now, Irish on 18, Sharky on 2,000. You know, then it comes down to views, because that's what matters. Right?
That's exactly
views.
Now. The views are more important than the
views are more important, right?
Yeah.
That's
well,
what.
We say your lives, for instance, Snobby, your lives. I go into your lives, and you have 50, 60, 70 people in them sometimes, which is brilliant. You go into, I see YouTubers who have 12 or 13,000 subscribers, and they have
2 or 3.
That's, you know, that's the difference. These are people who are engaged in your channel and who really like what you're doing. These other people that have the 12,000, 13,000, they go live and they have 10 people in at it. And you're here like, how can these numbers be this proper, like, you know?
Well, and, you know, that comes down to doing a little research, Scrapping Irish, regarding, for instance, just emojis. You know, and when I say that I only like 2 emojis, because that's seen as a form of spamming, right, okay? And it's purely because they don't belong to YouTube or Google, the emojis. They're there on everybody's phone. That don't mean to say you can use them, and Google do not like it because they don't own them. Because of copyright. Okay. And because it's a live stream, that is the reason why.
Okay.
If you're doing it on a video, that's not no big deal, right? Yeah. You know, but actually the live stream can be, you know, and that's some sort of respect as well, you know, where you're not smoking, wacky backy, drinking, and you know, that I don't want them sort of people around me. Yeah. You know what I mean? I want straight people. You know.
Yeah, well, I have no problem with people drinking on my stream. I do it myself on my own stream. But if I was in your stream, I wouldn't do it, because I know that's the way you like to run your stream, and I respect the way you want to run your streams. you know, as you said, everyone runs their streams differently and they have their rules. And if someone doesn't want to obey them rules, well, then don't bother going into the stream, you know?
Yeah.
Block them.
Yeah.
Block them.
You know? It's like if Stark
that's
Trapper
right.
said to me, I don't want you speaking in an Irish accent. I put on a, all right, matey, accent instead.
Well, I look at it this way. That's their problem.
Yeah, exactly. If you have an issue with the person that's doing the stream telling you, I don't want you drinking on the stream, or I prefer if you didn't smoke on my stream, or I prefer if you didn't use your emojis so much, then if you have a problem with that person, then you have no respect for the person that's doing the stream in the first place. So, you know, it's simple as. You know?
Yeah.
You know, that's the way I look at it. I have no issue with anyone. If I go on someone's stream and they say, look, I want you, this is the way I run my stream, I'm not going to try and say, well, oh no, you should be doing it this way. That's their stream. That's the way they want to do it, and that's their choice. And if you're not happy,
absolutely,
then your route can go somewhere else. You know.
One of these days, I figure I'll go onto some live stream and they'll say, "Don't you dare come on this live stream sober."
Yeah,
I think that's the Matthew show that you're thinking of there.
I don't have a problem with people having a bottle of beer or a can of beer or anything like that, you know. But as long as it doesn't change their personality or their persona,
Yeah.
That's when.
Not going to be changed, as you say, as long as it's not going to be swearing every second. Then after that, after a few beers, and next thing they start swearing and going on and whatever. Yeah, I understand that fully. You know, if someone come on, I don't mind to say, as you said, someone having a few beers, but if they come on and they started getting abusive or getting racist or getting something on the stream, I just straight away I'd have them kicked off.
I just like the fact that you let me come up on your stream while I'm in my jail cell. You know,
well, you see,
really nice of you.
I'm helping with the rehabilitation of you into society.
I'm glad I should have had my orange one on.
Shark, when you were in the Navy?
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever have a turn in a barrel?
No.
Well, I just want. There was just a question. I believe there was a question in the chat from Scrapman50 asking, does YouTube require you to wear clothing on a live stream? Yes, it does.
It does.
Yes, it does.
You know, I suppose a guy could go topless.
Well, only Top Conquer did that. He pulled his shirt off for us.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's something you can't get out of your mind.
Then he put that oil rag on.
But again, why would someone want to go on a live stream nude in the first place? This is my issue. Like, you know, these are simple things like, do you have to wear clothes? Well, do you have to wear clothes when you're going out doing your shopping? Do you have to, you know, it's like, are you that mentally not focused that you can't figure out in your own head? Yes, you're not meant to be naked on a live stream.
No, they just made a mistake as to which site they were coming on. That's all.
Hit the wrong button. Like.
Oh, rats! I'm on the wrong channel.
Darn it! Ralph Morrick is off home. He'll be back in a bit.
All right, later, Ralph. Safe drive, man.
I'm trying to find the right screwdriver for this screw that I'm working on.
I mean, Ralph, you know, since I've known Ralph, right, he can be at times very, very controversial with some sort of decisions that I've made or even things that I even say, which is great because then I can give him an answer for him, you know, which is fantastic as well, you know. And until you have to start live streaming yourself and realise that YouTube has changed over time. It has changed dramatically. These guidelines, what are guidelines?
Even there this month, if you noticed, you would have got an email from them saying regarding the COVID and how they're going to be cracking down on people coming out with statements that have no fact back into them. Mm-hmm. You know, so so every month you get the email saying this is what we're not allowing this month. And if you go out then and you start doing a stream where you tell people something that's not fact, and you come in and say, why are YouTube coming down on me? Well, you were warned not to start talking about something you don't know about, and yet you're still doing it. You
know, it's interesting. Back when COVID was first coming out, I did a video on is it safe to keep scrapping with COVID? And I was talking about information coming from the CDC about how long it remained viable on different services and wearing gloves, things like that. Well, when I was monetized, that one show was restricted. And I hadn't really paid a whole lot of attention to it. But when I was doing one of my audits, I noticed that they'd lifted the restriction and now it's fully monetized.
Yeah, well, see, if it was based on facts, which you had from the CDC at the time, use the facts that they were using, they don't mind that. But if you come out with your own statement without it being a fact-based from some organization that can back up the facts, straight away you're just breaking the rule that they've set. So then, if you expect to get monetized then, or get that video monetized, well then you're not going to get it, and giving out about YouTube is not going to change it, because the rules are there at the start. The same as we say, I set a rule for a live stream, or Snobby sets a rule for his live stream. If someone doesn't obey my rules, I'm going to stop them. The same as YouTube, if we don't obey their rules, they're going to stop us.
Yeah.
It's like everyday society. There's rules, and if you break the rule, that if you're caught speeding in a car and you get a fine, you've no one to blame but yourself. You know that if you speed and you get caught, you're going to get fined. So
yeah,
well, it's not exactly hard to work out. Like,
I get a speeding ticket, I could blame it on the egg.
What egg?
I made a right turn and the egg rolled out from behind the gas pedal.
Oh my God, Kevin! If anyone gives any bad jokes, they're going to be put in the sin bin for 10 minutes.
Yeah, drop him down.
I said bad jokes, not bad jokes.
All right, I'll cover the bad jokes.
I mean, most of the vehicles in the US only have 2 pedals anyway, right? Stop
Correct.
and go.
Stop and go.
Stop and go.
Hey.
And some of them,
I can't say anything. My car is an automatic now as well.
My
very
wife,
fast one as well, wasn't it?
my wife's,
A very
my
fast
wife-
one scrapping iron when you want to overtake people down the country lanes.
I know.
the standard shift up until 4 years ago.
I'd be worried going down some of them country lanes in the car. The lanes are a bit smaller than the car. The car takes up the full lane.
I see that. I see it overtaking down the country lanes. Very naughty.
Yes. We'll move on from that now. We'll move on from that.
I had an associate in the UK that I used to do business trips with over there. And I swear to God, I don't think that guy cared what lane he was in at all when we were driving down, going on business hops and stuff like that. I mean, I said to him, okay, you know what? I could drive in the United Kingdom too, because it's pretty clear that it doesn't matter what lane you're in.
Or what side of the vehicle you're driving from.
It's like here in Ireland too. If you are not brave enough to go straight into the traffic, you'll be left sitting there all day. You have to just go and push your way in.
Oh,
if you're
that's
being
like
polite,
a cab driver.
Keep you out in the lane if you're being polite. You just have to go in, and that's it. And they have to move out of your way. It's the only way it works around here.
Yeah, I've got a bit of an agenda with London buses at the moment.
You have an issue with London buses, do you?
Hey, frugal farmer.
Yeah. Oh, a big issue with the London bus drivers, because they actually talk to drive just to pull out. They have their own bus lanes and things like that. And, when there's no bus lanes, they just pull straight off the indicator, and it immediately gives them the right to pull off, or it doesn't in my case.
You block them off, do you?
I've been known to upset a few bus drivers, yes, because they upset me.
And
here where I live, the law is that you have to get out of the way of the bus.
I know school buses is very, very. I can't believe the issues you have with school buses. I mean, we don't have school buses like you guys do, but what I know about school buses in the US that you have to stop and be right back, and
oh yeah.
Yeah, and you can't go overtaking a parked school bus.
Not when the red lights are flashing.
No, I know, they're crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, Paul, that's it. That's it. That's it. When you come into me, oh, that's the only way you should drive is you're the boss, and that's it. Everyone else gets out of the way.
Yeah, Tim Palmer. Most drivers think they own the road.
I remember the first time that this British colleague of mine took me to Southampton. There's this huge rotary in Southampton, and I mean, you know, just dealing with rotaries anyway in the United Kingdom was interesting. But man, that rotary in Southampton, I think there were like 3 lanes coming into it at some points, and oh my God, I was sure we were going to die every time we went into that rotary.
Daddy!
What's up? Man? Nice haircut, man.
Yeah, look at that for a haircut.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, but you two are just jealous. Mine grows back.
Ah, I knew that dig was coming. He just wanted to be like the rest of us. He wanted to have the shiny heads, you see. He didn't want to be left out. He wanted to be one of the eggheads.
No, he's just sick and tired of washing my hair all the time, so I just shaved it off.
Yeah, get used to it, Nick. It won't be long before you are bald.
Bald is beautiful.
Hey, Nick, guess what?
What?
I actually posted your sticker today.
What, after me calling you Ian Matthews' twin brother?
Yeah, I had no question. Yeah. I said I better do this, or he's never going to let it down.
No.
So, Sharky,
You should have
the actual scrap on the streets has slowed down because of the holiday period, or?
It has been slowing down. Yeah, so we'll see what it's like this week when I'm out. I'm hoping it's not going to be like this all the way up till Christmas, but the last 3 weeks, it's been slow. Yeah.
Yeah, it will drop off.
Well, the weather as well, especially like, you'd probably notice that now, Snobby, with the evenings closing in and stuff like that. You've only a certain amount of time to get out and when it's daylight to get anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, rely on the old free pages quite a bit now.
Okay.
You know, when people are throwing stuff out, they put it on the free page, and you know, you've got to be quick. You've got to be on it. It's almost like you've got to spend quite a lot of time on it throughout the day. But these things do pop up, microwaves, you know, all manners of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you just got to be there.
Yeah, but again, what I noticed with the free pages or whatever, they'll advertise something free, and then you ring them up, and if they see there's a lot of interest in people wanting to pick it up, they're more worried about giving it away for free. Then they're trying to think, well, would you be interested in buying it? You know, when they see there's an interest in it, you know.
Yep. It does happen.
All of a sudden, like we say, even like collecting the car batteries or whatever, right? Someone has a car battery, and if you said to them, "Oh, do you want that car battery?" "Oh no, I was thinking about throwing it out." "Oh, can I have it?" Then all of a sudden they're thinking, right, why does he want this battery? So for them, it's only worth a $5 or whatever car battery is now. But for you, it's more because you'll add it to your collection, and then down the road, instead of, you know, you'll have a lot to bring in. But them going in with one battery worth of $5 isn't going to make them up or down, you know. But they still don't want to give it away.
No.
You know?
Yeah, we're only allowed to bring in 2 batteries at a time.
Where is that, Shark?
Down here in Northeast Florida.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
They made them controlled items because people were going around and ripping batteries out of cars and selling them. So they made them controlled items so you could only sell 2 at a time, unless you have a license for a business where you would normally be dealing with car batteries. So, you know, a auto repair shop, that kind of thing.
What about
leprechauns wear hats because they're bald? I'll give them that one.
Stark, what about different types of lead acid batteries? You know, like out of the kids' toys for the little driving toys and stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately, the way they wrote the law was lead acid batteries, so it
encompasses the whole spectrum.
Yeah.
That stinks.
Yeah, we have the same issue with HVAC. You're not allowed to bring in any components from an HVAC system unless you're a licensed HVAC technician.
Because they were going around and cutting copper tubes.
catalytic converters, have they got a limit on the amount of them you can bring in?
We're not allowed to sell catalytic converters unless you can prove ownership.
Okay.
Wow.
They need to do that in England and Ireland because there's bugs robbing catalytic converters left, right, and center.
Yeah, well, that's anytime an item is made a controlled item here, it is because of crime. So, it's just, some scumbag criminals out there doing their thing, and it makes it harder for the folks that are just trying to be good, honest scrappers.
Yeah. Those two cats that you had, you sent them up to New Jersey?
Yeah, I got $234 a piece for those.
That was a nice
that was Rockwood Cycling.
Yeah, RR Cats.
Yeah. I deal with Rockwood Recycling also.
Yeah, they're good. They did. Man, they handled that so well from start to finish. I mean,
Well, interviewing him, he was very professional. So you knew that the way he run his company would be professional,
Yes.
He was that
makes me wonder, though, if they give you $230 a piece for them, what the hell are they getting for them?
Well,
they got to make at least 50%.
God,
you would think at least that much.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, there is one scrapyard that I know of. I've been there, and that's where they've got this machine. They have to walk up to it to throw the cats in the top, and what comes out the bottom, I have no idea, but it must shred them up and separate the metals.
Yeah, well, you have the platinum and platinum and stuff like that coming out, and it'll be all in powder at that stage, and then it'll be sent off in buckets and bags to another treatment plant to get it out of it.
Yeah, I mean, we worry about taking something apart and wearing a mask. These guys in this unit that are throwing these cats in all day long, I mean, it's just a complete mess of dust and everything everywhere. It's like a different colour in there. And they're not wearing masks or nothing, these young guys.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind, but as I was saying before, platinum, if it gets into your blood system, you won't feel it for a couple of years, but maybe 20 or 30 years' time, your kidneys will start to fail and stuff like that, and that's from the platinum.
Yeah, I mean, once I went into a scrapyard and I said to this guy, and he was the actual foreman on site, there's like a dozen guys working in this scrapyard, and I said to him about the magnetrons. He said, "What are they?" And I said, "What, you're telling me you don't know what beryllium is?" He said, "What's beryllium? What's beryllium?" He didn't even have a clue what it was, and he's the site. He's the foreman on the ground. Yeah. And I don't know whether he was just trying to sort of like shug it off a little bit. He really did know, but
just tell him it's a new German beer.
I would say when I started getting into the gold refining and stuff like that first, I didn't know the dangers of the platinums and stuff. And lucky enough, before I started messing with them, I'd done a bit of research, and like you get a little bit of platinum on your skin, and it all it takes is like a milligram of it, like a really small amount. And in 30 years' time, well, in 30 years' time, I'll probably be dead anyhow. But I would say anyone that's young in their 20s, in 30 years' time, they're going to have problems with their kidneys and their lungs and their liver, all from that little bit of platinum that got into their skin. So it shows how dangerous
mercury. Same as mercury. What child as a youngster didn't play with a bit of mercury?
Yeah, or we say
I did. The dentist used to give me what came out of and we play with it in our hand.
Yeah.
Thought nothing of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we put ourselves at risk every time we open our front door with the emissions out there from diesel vehicles and aeroplanes and everything like that we're breathing in every single day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, true enough. So.
I mean, I appreciate that they've identified those things that can be harmful to us, and that they've helped us to understand what we should minimize our exposure to. And if I choose to be stupid, then that's me. That's my fault. And I should pay the consequences without trying to go find someone to blame.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Or someone to sue out in America, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was about to bring that up. In the society now, where if someone can find a way of blaming someone else but themselves, they will. So that's why even me doing my videos, I have to constantly tell people of the dangers, because I'd always be worried that someone would say, well, I seen Scrapping Irish and I followed his instructions and he told me do this. And they mightn't have done it the way I done it. They might have done it totally differently and something happened to them. But then that's why I that's why I kind of to be wary of who I give advice to. Like I put a video, it's what I do myself, and that's about it. I put myself at risk every time I go into the shed, Ian Matthews. Ian, you'd put us at risk watching you in the shed. We'd nearly have heart attack. I'm sure people have brought it against people on YouTube because they've seen something being done and they copied it and done it totally wrong and then tried to blame someone else for it. You know, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's been...
Yeah, I don't know whatever happened to take responsibility for your decisions. You know, that was something my dad taught me as a youngster. You know, make the best decision you can, but own it.
Yeah. If something goes wrong, it's your problem to sort out, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's simple as if you make a total mess of something, and it's up to you to sort it out. Scrap It Man is in, Ian Matthews is in, Tim Power.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Scrap It Man. How's it going?
Rose back again. I'm just trying to see if there's anyone else come in that I missed. Because once we get chatting, I do keep forgetting. Park Nest is in. John Ladd already said so. I think that's about it. But the responsibility in society is gone. I think people don't want to take responsibility, especially the younger generation. They it wasn't my fault, it was someone else's society.
Pass the buck.
It's the same as melting a little bit of lead, which I have done before, once on a video. And people say, oh, that's dangerous, melting lead. Well, yeah, it is if you do it all day, every day.
Yeah.
But if you do a tiny little potful in a well-ventilated area, it's not going to be that bad. I mean, lead's been around for many, many years.
Well, when we were all younger, anyone that fished would have made their own lead weights. Yeah. And
they still do it today.
Yeah.
And, knocking in from that, I know a guy, right, that has done extremely well in the UK. I mean, now, if I go back, say 20 years, he started making lead fishing weights in his father's lockup. His father was a mechanic, and there was a tiny little lockup next to it. And he started off making fishing leads and going around on the banks of fishing lakes and selling them. He's now a multi-millionaire, only he did get a letter from the council asking him where he washes his overalls. Right? And seriously, just because the contamination on the lead on the overalls, is now going into the waterways, right?
Yeah,
so now you have to get his lead made in Europe, where there is no rules and regulations, and then shipped back.
Mm-hmm.
It shut him down. It literally shut his business down, making lead weights because of that.
Instead of the council going to him and saying, "What can we do to help you to keep your business here?" They just tried to come down heavy-handed, probably, on him and closed a business that was making money in the country.
He was making money, but they weren't.
Well, they would be making money somewhere down the road because he was paying taxes. He was probably paying council rates or something like that as well. So they were making money.
No,
jealousy.
No, because he was working in part of his father's workshop where he worked on vehicles. And so it was beneficial for him to just get them made in a country where they don't care.
Yeah.
But it put the price of the fishing leads up because to ship the lead out there in the first place and then ship them all back is that put the price up the stuff.
Yeah.
Well, but he's a multi-millionaire now.
You would have thought that, I bet you every single one of us that's on this panel right now, the way we would make sure that the lead weight was firm on the fishing line was to go.
Yeah. I would do that as well. Bit into the weight to make sure it was hooked around the line correctly.
Yeah.
And the only reason that they actually changed it to non-toxic stuff was because of the wildlife. It weren't because of the humans. It was because of the swan or the ducks that was picking them up and eating them.
Yep. Yeah, we got 80 million ducks in the world. You can't kill one of them.
Yeah, but it's funny how you can shoot a duck with a shotgun that's got lead shot in it.
Yeah, but you can't use the lead fishing in case he eats it.
Yeah.
So I'm not a hunter, but I know that they advertise lead-free shot here. So I think maybe there's an effort to move away from lead in shot and bullets here if you're going to try to eat the meat then or something like that.
Yeah. That's a possibility.
Oh yeah, we went non-toxic many years ago.
There we go. There's a bit of information for you guys. Every day's a school day.
Yep. I think I knew that one from Jeopardy.
Jeopardy, the education of many an American.
Oh yeah. Hey, we watch that every night while we're eating dinner.
That was your big quiz night show. What was what we used to watch? Play your cards right, and what was that other show, Snobby? You had it in the UK as well. Family Fortune and stuff like that. Yeah.
I was watching one today with Max Bygrave. A real old one.
That was an old
Max Bygrave.
Oh, yeah, Family Fortunes. We used to watch that and Play Your Cards Right and Bullseye, of course.
Oh, Jim Bowen.
Jim Bowen. Did you ever hear the one where he had the two Irish people on? No, if you can look that up on YouTube, where he tells the story about the time he had the two Irish dart players on, and they got knocked out in the first round, and the ones that got through to the final refused the prize, and the ones in the finish second, they have a go for the prize, and they come out as well, and they go, well, we won £50, and we're happy enough with that. We'll go with that. So they had to get the two Irish bucks back. But in the meantime, the two Irish bucks had found the free bar and were drinking away galore. So when they brought them out, they weren't able to stand, but they went through the bar. The man went in and he threw 3 darts, the non-dart player, and he got 101 or something straight away. So they'd won the prize straight away. And they were absolutely steamed, few of them.
Excellent.
I thought that story was awful funny. What else?
I'm gonna slide out. I'm gonna go scrap out some of the things I picked up yesterday and today.
Hey, I appreciate you coming up,
Kevin.
Thanks for having me in. And Shark, I will give you a call one day.
No problem, man.
All right. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day. We'll get together again, I'm sure. Take care.
Kevin, I think Dusty's going to email you.
Okay, that's good. Thank you very much. Take care.
All right.
Kevin, take it easy. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So back to 4. I'll put the link in again in case anyone wants to go up and join us. My God, I've been on 1 hour and 20 minutes already. That was the quickest hour and 20 minutes in a long time.
Well, that's because Nick is doing nothing but rattling on. I mean, nobody can get a word in edgewise.
But no, it was just the chat was good there actually, because everyone was involved and everyone was giving a bit of information about stuff and stuff like that. I like them when everyone has to say about something home and listening. Yeah. So Mark is back home and he's listening. He's getting some food. So how do you find your analytics for you? Do you do much into the analytics looking at it, Snobby? I don't myself personally, to tell you the truth. I should be doing more looking at the analytics, but because I was watching Gil, he was on about the analytics and stuff like that, and how you should be going through it and all that. So do you go through it much?
I do, yes, and I also watch a few videos of YouTube. I don't know whether they're actually people that work for YouTube. I often wonder whether they do, and they really give out really good tips on, you know, your channel as a creator, and maybe things you should be doing and shouldn't be doing. You know, I look a lot of that. I look at a lot of the stuff that actually comes up on my page, You know, you get them little boxes and it says like, create a choice and things like that. Click on it. And there might be a run of like 8 or 10 videos that are only sort of maybe 2.5 minutes long from start to finish. The algorithm, the things that are all around. And I'm sure Shark Scrapper's watched them as well, because sometimes I can actually tell that he's been there and watched them. Yeah.
But the thing I know is, right, a lot of people tell you have to have a lot of tags, right? Make sure you've got so many tags. You look at, we'd say, who do I watch there lately? I watch a lot of Bald and Bankrupt, his videos. He's a guy who travels around Eastern Europe, and he travels around. He's in Mexico at the moment, traveling around. He puts about 3 tags on his video. 3 tags. And he gets 100,000 subscribers watching.
Well, if you have a lot of subscribers, the tags don't matter, because you're going to get a lot of views just because you put something up.
Yeah.
If you don't have a lot of subscribers, then the tags help YouTube understand who they should be putting your videos in front of to help promote you a bit more. So the more popular you get, the less important the tags really are.
Yeah, because like just answer Scrapman there. Yeah, Scrapman, I do find a good few SIM cards in the old phones that I come across. A lot of people, when they get a new phone, they get a new SIM card usually with the phone, so they don't bother taking out the old SIM card. So I have them collected up as well for the gold recovery. But yeah, back to what Shark was saying. Yeah, I understand what you're saying there. If you've got 3 million subscribers already, when you put a video out, the chances are 200,000 or 300,000 of them are going to watch it straight away. Doesn't matter what tag you have on it.
Yeah. But when you're our size, you need to put some tags out there. You know, that's just the reality of the situation.
And let's not forget the YouTube viewers as well. The YouTubers that are on the biggest scam on the planet, I believe. The ones where you'll get, for an example, you'll put a video out, Sharky, and you might get 500 views, okay? But you'll only get 122, 150 thumbs up.
Yeah.
So what about the other 350 people that viewed your video? Didn't they thumb it up? Why didn't they thumbs it up? I'll tell you why. Because they're YouTube viewers that have clicked on YouTube robots that have clicked onto your video to watch the first advert to get the revenue from it, right? And then they've clicked off of it. And then when you look at your average view duration time, how long a viewer's been watching your video, it's slashed.
Yeah. Well, do you know what annoys me, and it's my pet hate, is when you put a video out and it's only out 10 seconds, and next thing someone has a comment on it. You hear, I've already put it out. How can you be commenting on it? You haven't watched it. It's so obvious.
You've got to allow people that do things differently, Irish. Now, some people click onto your video and say, right, I'm going to start watching it now. Yeah. And then they're actually left a comment to be first on your comments, and then they're actually watching the video. And there's also people that put adverts in their videos and comment in between each individual advert section. You know, they've watched the first bit, left a comment, probably watched a bit of your advert, and then leave another comment because they can't come away. They've either got to delete that comment or carry on, keep writing. You know, so there are ways, and you'll find now what I found recently, you know, these people that are putting an advert right at the end of their video thinking they're going to get a YouTube notification from fellow people that are watching it. Well, that's not happening anymore. It only seems to be happening for people over 5,000 subscribers. You know, I'll get a notification, YouTube notification from Ian Matthews. I'll get one from Retro Restore, who's got like 70-odd thousand subscribers. Anyone below 5,000, people ain't receiving any form of YouTube notification.
Well, so I got one from Romantic. He was going live, and it came out saying that he was going live, which I hadn't got anyone, as you were saying, I hadn't got it for ages for anyone around the same sort of numbers as myself. But all of a sudden, I got one today saying that he was going live. So maybe they've changed it back again.
Yeah, not sure. I mean, you know, I got to admit, there are times when I've been watching the video and completely forgot to leave a thumbs up. You know, just brain farted. And so, you know, there's a certain amount of that's going to happen. But it's
Snobby's onto it there with the robots to get the ad revenue up, because the more
Yes.
they can show. It means when they go back and they show someone has advertised, well, look at, we put your ad on such a videos and it's been watched by so many million people over that amount of time. But it's just the robots doing it.
Yeah, well,
Well,
and
it's
that's
got-
why I like the fact that YouTube keeps trying to monitor for bots. And even though I don't like it when I see my subscriber counts go down, I'm pretty sure that those are bots that they're pulling out of my subscriber base.
Well, some of them will be bots, some of them will be people that's just decided to give up YouTube altogether, close their account, or someone that has violated YouTube for some reason, have got kicked off YouTube for whatever they've done. So if they were a subscriber to your channel and they're kicked off, then you lose their subscriber. So,
which happens on a daily basis.
Yeah. Like I'm sure Nick has had when he was doing his bit of trolling one time, which he may have lost a few accounts over this time. Nick
troll? No.
I think I've lost about 34.
There you go. You see, so if he was subscribed to them channels with any of them accounts, them numbers would have been lost as soon as his account was gone. You know. So that
I just kept on getting strikes on them when they took them down.
Yeah.
I do see it as a sort of big scam. I mean, Google own YouTube, and they're not in it for the love of it. They're in it for the actual business. So for an example, every 300 views you get, you can probably guarantee 250 maybe a bot view.
Yeah.
Just for the advert revenue.
Yeah.
Because they're going to get money for it, although it's only a little bit. But you imagine the millions of little bits they're going to get.
Oh yeah, it's like us with the scrap. If you have a microwave, you'll get so much out of it. If you have 1 million microwaves, all of a sudden you have a lot of money.
Yeah.
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 It's
because you won't have enough time to take them all apart.
Well, you just bring them in and weigh them as right at that stage, and you still get a lot of money.
Well, Dustin's very good at taking microwaves apart.
Yeah, so if anyone has 1 million microwaves out there they'd like to donate, Dusty would gladly take them. And I want a 10% cut if the 1 million microwaves turn up.
Only 10%.
10% of 1 million is 100,000.
It's a start.
I didn't know an Irishman could count that far.
I learned to count from beer bottles.
Hello, Ralph.
Ralph, welcome. Sorry we were ignoring you there for a minute. Once we started talking about 1 million, we all got interested.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Yeah, but at the end of that,
he must have turned off his volume while he was chewing, so we wouldn't hear the chewing going on.
Yes. Can you hear us, Ralph?
How about now?
Yes.
Now we can hear you.
We can hear you now, Ralph.
There
I was going to say, Ralph, how's your hours? How's your watch hours going?
2100 something.
Okay.
So I'm going pretty good, I guess.
Ian Matthews better make sure he's playing that at work.
Yeah. I actually got it running at my mom's place. She's on vacation, so it's been running there for 2 weeks straight. I just put the whole list on repeat. What?
You need to start doing lives if you want to go.
I will do a live when my 3D printer gets in here, somewhere in the next 2-3 weeks.
Would you do a live when you're scrapping out the PS5, please? Because I want to see the live hate coming up on the site.
That might be interesting.
I want to see the
I'll think about that. Yeah, maybe that'll be interesting enough to watch.
Yeah, I'll definitely put up my community tab that Ralph is scrapping out a PS5 brand new. Please go and show him some love. But
yeah. So Sharpie, how's the puppy?
How's the puppy?
The puppy. You took it to the vets, right?
Yeah,
she's fine. She's laying around here somewhere. It was just her. She needed to get her ears deep cleaned and packed. she's a golden retriever, and if there's a body of water somewhere, she's going to be in it, and so she's prone to ear infections. No matter how hard I try to keep them clean.
Yeah, we have 3 Jack Russells, so we know what sort of things they go through. Although as our indoor dogs.
I have no pets whatsoever because I find it hard enough to mind myself and keep myself alive. If I had a pet or a plant or even a goldfish, I couldn't keep it alive.
Well, you probably want his bowl to make some gold, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Let's see if we can do this without killing everybody.
Or making everyone sick, whichever.
Oh, look.
Fastest.
That's a nice rug.
Hold it there till we make them bigger. There we go.
Oh, it moves.
Oh, look.
Lulu.
Call him. Hello.
Oh,
hello.
That's a cute boy or girl.
Is there a command that you can make them do a poop on the floor? What could I say to make them do a poop straight away on the floor there for you?
Do the business.
The dog's probably going, hold on a second, I can hear some English guy saying hello. Where is he coming from?
And he probably hears me and he goes, where's the leprechaun? I'm going to find that little leprechaun.
She's a golden retriever. She better damn side start fetching some gold.
Well, that's funny. And Scrapping Iris is retrieving gold.
Scrapping Iris.
That's Ralph.
Yeah.
Hey, so Paul Short brought up an interesting thing in the chat here about how long someone has to watch an ad in order for it to count for your ad revenue. I've heard that it's 30 seconds. What have you guys heard anything different?
I don't know. I don't care about ads.
I can remember a guy called
years.
He was Scrap Vulture, and I believe now he's Vid Vulture, another one that I used to watch some time ago, going around on his scooter. He said it 11 seconds.
11 seconds. Okay. All right.
But how true that is, I don't know. But he was a guy that looked into things quite deeply.
Yeah.
What I noticed as well, we'd say on like some of my videos now, I put skippable ads on. But we'd say that bald and bankrupt guy again. I was watching one of his new videos today, and he made sure all his ads were not skippable. So
welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
He knows he's going to have 300,000 people watching it. So maybe by making them watch the whole ad, he gets more money. I don't know how the ad works for him. Because
I don't know. I figure if I put unskippable ads in my videos, I'm not going to have very much watch time, so I don't use those.
Well, that's the reason I wouldn't put it on either, because I'd be thinking, well, I'm such a small YouTuber and I make, again, anyone of us knows you're not going to get rich out of YouTube ads.
I went totally different and opposite strategy, and I shut down almost every of ads on my vids. I just leave one at the beginning and one at the end. That's all.
That's probably what I'm going to do.
And how did you find that worked for yourself? Well, you got to your 2,000. Congratulations, actually, while you're up. Congratulations on your 2,000 and your shout out from E-Way Spin. And when are we all getting our silver bar now that you've made it to 2,000?
Hold on. Not so fast, buddy.
No, wait a minute. I heard that too.
I'm going to have to watch that video.
To remind you of my mailing address.
You know, guys, listen up careful again as you're watching the video. Listen up careful again. But one thing I can promise you guys, one day each of you gonna get some tiny silver bar from me. No worries.
Well, one thing I can promise you is each of you are not getting a silver bar from me.
That's when he reaches 1 million subscribers.
I want to get to 1 million subscribers. And
I'm not gonna put so much details, but yeah, one day.
If I get to 1 million subscribers, I will give a gold ounce bar to every one of you on the panel. There you go. I swear on my life I will do that if I get to 1 million. Because I know
I like the way he said on the panel.
Yes, yes. Who's up here now?
Everyone in the chat. Everyone on the
who's up here now?
Yeah, very clever.
I'm glad I just popped in here then.
Scrapping Irish, how big a gold bar was that you're going to send us?
A 1 ounce bar.
A 1 ounce bar when you make $1 million.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty.
Over here, an ounce is 100 grams.
Here well, over here, an ounce is 30 grams, and that's what you're getting.
You are weird.
Squeezy penny.
Anyhow, Raphael, how does it feel to be in the 2000 club? Yourself and Shark now are in that club.
I'm not sure. I just get in there. I just come back from work and then certainly realize I couldn't get through 1970, and certainly there was over 2000. And look what's going on. Then look after 5 minutes, then was even about 10 or 15 more.
Yeah,
I was thinking, that must be going on something, either some glitch or someone does some.
Yeah,
and actually later on, I did come back to the cave, and actually see the email from Sharky. Plus, I did see this video and so on, and I was thinking, oh, that's how it's going on.
Yeah.
But anyway, by the way, I was really surprised he get it already, because it's still at me at tracing for that parcel. It's still standing. It's just received from the sender, and it probably laying somewhere in some kind of warehouse in here, because actually Australia was in lockdown for a good few weeks, and as far as I send it, that was like 2 or 3 months ago. They were at lockdown as well back then. But somehow it gets through there. But anyway, this is the second one what I sent him. First one I sent at December last year.
Oh, nice board.
And that got lost, didn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
No, actually, I thought he get the last one.
And what was
because I see on the tracing the new one was still in here. So
did you send him silver the last time as well?
no, then I sent him a copper bar.
Oh yeah, he probably opened that and just threw it away. He goes, oh, that's worthless.
Could be. You never know.
I've loads of him.
Well, it shows you know who your friends are, doesn't it? When he sends stuff off to Australia.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, we're all going to get our bar now that he's made the 2000 club.
You know, I mean,
He's still not coming.
I'll see where you're going, Raphael. Perhaps I might start melting some big bars up or something and start sending them out across the world.
Snobby, I will send Thingy even closer. But I cannot just send everyone at once.
No,
right?
You keep sending them to the big boys, Raphael. You keep doing that.
No, not really. That was actually the reason why I sent it. It was a little bit thank you for the last shout out, because I earned a lot from that. That's why.
But if you would have noticed on many of my videos, Raphael, I've been shouting you out nearly every video.
When? Where?
Oh, he has. I've seen them. I've seen the shout outs. He doesn't have that.
I own you a lot.
And you know what?
Sure.
And you know what? This is why I do it, because then I know whether these people are actually watching my videos. Because, if I get a comment in the video, thanks for the shout out, I appreciate that. I know that person's watched it. But when I just get a smiley face, thumbs up, smiley face, I start to think that this person's not even watching my videos anymore. Because I've shouted them out. I've left links in descriptions.
I never gonna say I'm not watching your videos. And now we're actually talking in person. I watch most of your videos. Not all, for sure, but most of it. And every time when I see something about me, I used to say that. I used to leave the emojis or something like that quite often. True, agree on that. But you cannot say I never watch your vids, buddy.
Oh, I didn't say you never watch them. What I said was that the amount of times that I've actually mentioned you in videos and shouted you out and never got a comment saying thanks for the shout out. That's what I'm saying. I get a smiley face, thumbs up, smiley face.
Okay,
Where
so
normally, if someone shouts me out in their video, the first thing I'd do is say thank you very much for the shout out. I really appreciate that, because then that shows the appreciation that I've watched that video and heard that person say Snobby Scrap Picker.
Okay, if I hear that, I will do that for sure.
There's a small difference between mentioning someone and giving a shout out. By the way,
for this time and this place, we can. I will be happy to talk with you about that in some private chat, because this is not the spot and not the place, right?
Well, maybe not for you, but I've done it now, so that's it. End of story.
Okay.
It's out there.
Okay, up to you, buddy.
So
okay, I'll go again.
I'm giving away.
Oh,
this will be in my 2K giveaway.
Hold on till I make you bigger. Hold on till I make you bigger. There we go.
Yeah, my camera's crap, so it's not gonna.
Is that a hammerhead?
It's a hammerhead.
Did Jerry just come in, by the way? I see someone writing Jerry. Did Dumpster Jerry come in? Did I miss Dumpster Jerry coming in?
So anyway, maybe you can read. Maybe it'll focus on the letters.
I know what he means by Jerry now.
So anyway, this will be first prize in my 2K giveaway. It's a 2015 Australia half-ounce silver, great hammerhead, 0.999. So that's going to be first prize for my, and I'm announcing in tomorrow's video, I'm putting out, what you have to do to get entered for that. I'm also putting together a second and third prize for that one too. So I don't want to say what those are until I know for sure that I've got those figured out.
Yeah, right. How much are they actually to buy, them hammerhead ones?
So I don't know what they are now because I haven't been able to find them in forever. I bought these years ago when they first came out,
wow.
and for a while after that. So, and APMEX has a pretty good price on silver and gold. So, some of the stuff has a ridiculous markup. These had not that much markup on them. I was really surprised. So, but they don't make them anymore, right? So that it's hard to find the Shark Series coins anymore.
Oh.
Do you know what I hate? It's when you take a phone apart and then you take off the board thinking it's going to be gold underneath, and
when that happens,
and it's nothing. After all,
I have that with remote controls a lot. I've never found the golden one yet.
I found the golden one on a Philips. You remember them ones the Philips used to have the lights around the outside, Ralph?
Yeah.
The Aurora or something that was called. If you get the remote for that one, or if you get it for the Philips sound bar, the Philips old sound bars that they used to have, they have gold in them.
Okay.
So keep an eye out for them remotes.
Okay.
I do find myself few remote with the gold flashing on them.
You or Eva?
You or Eva, yeah, correct. You or Eva.
It's depends.
I think I found maybe one.
What will you do with the mini digger? What are you doing some work around the house, are you?
This one.
There was some, Canalis work, and I need to just dig a big long hole.
That's interesting. That looks like it says 100.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, yeah.
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 He's going to give that away when he gets to 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah, there you go.
This is from a weird remote that had like 2 dials on it. I'm not sure where it was from. I think it was from a very old VCR.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like an old Betamax or something. I don't know.
So, Raphael, are you going scrapping out that JCB or that little mini digger on the Saturday Night Live show?
It's already gone,
That's no fun. So, now we were on.
And he talks about me.
That's there. Snobby, on your live shows on the Saturday night, when you have 60 or whatever amount of people in. How do you keep up with the chat? I don't know how you manage to do it.
Well, I've got a few live streams behind me now, haven't I? So, it's just a case of dealing with it when it happens,
Yeah, well,
it's not easy, and I do have questions
in the
me.
chat here, are talking to
I
each
do
other.
hear a little background sound. What was saying me?
Yeah, I was going to say,
I bet that was
you got to remember, Snobby's got this hot blonde production assistant that's back there helping him with this stuff.
Yeah, and when she's on, she's got this big rope on instead, helping her. Is it?
Okay, so now it's not only the camera person; that is only the chat reader.
All right. No, I'm too easy to distract. I'm here, like, I'll be listening to everyone or talking, whatever, and I forget about the people in the chat, and I apologize to anyone if I've missed them tonight because I am terrible at it. So I am.
Before we got married, I had this script written out, and she had to tick all the boxes. Can you take microwave apart? Can you record video? Can you?
And she was reading one that went down, and then it's can you strip, and then there was a pause, wire cable.
She ticked all the boxes except for the cooking one.
Oh,
Snobby, did she read that rules before she signed it out?
Yeah. Before
Really?
she got that gold band. Oh yeah. I mean, many came before Dusty.
I bet she didn't even read the rules.
I'm just gonna cast it out of brass. Cheaper, looks the same.
Ralph, you know the story now. What you have to work on for your future wife, she has to be able to do casting.
I only have two boxes to check.
I don't want to know. I just don't want to know because I know it's going to be something that will upset every woman that's in the chat if there's any there left.
Yes, I said agree to these terms by checking the box. I do what I want. You don't complain.
I thought you were going to come up with far worse than that. That's actually mild.
I bet Ralph, if you got like 60 account number.
Oh yeah, that'll work then.
Then that could be possible for sure.
Yeah, but that's buying a woman or renting one maybe.
Let's not go down that road. I don't want to upset anyone.
Yeah.
How do they say when someone makes a statement and then you don't want to? That statement that was made, I refute anything that person just said on that statement.
Oh yeah.
You know, I will more
I
say
disassociate myself with this statement.
I disassociate myself with that last statement.
So I would say that's more than leasing than renting or buying.
Yeah, whatever.
So, Strapping Irish, we had the phrase that we would use aboard in the Navy whenever someone would ask us if we had nuclear weapons. I can neither confirm nor deny the presence of nuclear weapons on this vessel.
Yeah. That was it. A statement that gave nothing away. It didn't give a yes or a no. So it didn't. But yeah, no, I noticed on Snobbies on like Saturday night can be tough for me on the getting into the live and staying for the whole live because I work till after 6 on a Saturday. Then I come home, I have to shower, I have to eat, I have to get a few bits done. So I try and pop in just when he goes live, and I might get back in before the end of the show. But I've always known whenever you do pop in, it doesn't matter if I'm in at the start or I'm in the middle or I'm in at the end. He spots me and he always says welcome, which that's why I said how do you do it? But Dusty does it. We found out.
Yeah, Strapping Irish in the house. That's it.
Yeah, that's the one.
I think it's very important with the interaction with the chat because it's the chat that make the stream, and you must have that interaction with the chat quite a bit. Because someone might be asking you a question.
I ignore. Sometimes I miss someone, and they come in, and they'll be gone before I spot them, and I know they might be pissed off at me for missing them. And I try and apologize to them if I see them on another live or see them somewhere else that I missed them. But it's not intentional. I never ignore anyone that comes in. I try not to anyhow, unless the person that comes in is being an ass and coming out with something stupid. Then I'll just ignore it.
Yeah, and
if your panel was in, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
It is quite different. Like Snobbies, for example, got his chat running. I see. He used to spend about close to 1 hour to just read the messages and so on and reply to each and every comment at the beginning. and that is very time consuming and of course attention consuming. He got to put tons of attention to that. As for example, me myself, like first hour, I just send the first hour to the scrap show, and I do looking at the chat, though I cannot pay attention to something what I do and try to explain, plus read each and every message in the chat. And as well, this is quite difficult to play with. Even later on, as I get the panel on, it's quite hard to read everyone's and see everyone's comment, even though I doesn't have so many peeps like Snobby. Yeah, I need to work on something, some extra person to read the chat for me. Yeah, that's gonna be good strategy.
Well, when I get to my million, I'll get someone. I'll hire someone.
Hire someone.
Yeah. No, not only that, Raphael, is that whilst you're doing what you're doing every week is what you do, right? That is what you do. Okay. You like to sit there for an hour taking something apart, which is what you do. You like doing that, right? But that is when sometimes the attention is not so focused on your chat, which have come in to see you. Okay, some have come in to see you and watch you take something apart. Agreed. Okay, but when you're sat there for an hour taking something apart and people want to interact with you, they've come in to see you, and you've got your head down in your whatever you're doing, and maybe 60-40% of your attention is focused on what you're taking apart rather than the whole 100% of your attention on the stream. Very important to start the stream. You know, it's what you do.
Yeah, but
it's what you do. So,
if anyone's coming, I think if anyone's coming,
I agree on that what you say. That's why I just take that form, and that's actually worked for me so far. So
yeah, well, I think I was just going to say, if anyone comes into Raphael's thing, I know when I'm going into Raphael's live, I know the first hour is going to be Raphael taking something apart. So I know he hasn't got the time to acknowledge me in the chat all the time, so I don't expect it. Like it's different. If I know, if people know they're going into Raphael's, they know it's going to be an hour of them taking apart something. So a lot of people already know that before they go in there. So it's only if someone new comes in that hasn't been there before and they go, oh, what's this person at? He's just not even acknowledging me in the chat. That's the only thing. But anyone that's in there regularly knows what he's doing. You see, that's the difference. And that's what I find, anyhow. That
of course, that's actually the new person can feel like left it away and so on.
I think
that's the way it is.
I think it's up to the people who are moderators in his chat to let the new person know and welcome them in and say, oh, Raphael does this every Saturday night. He takes something apart for an hour and then we'll have a big chat afterwards.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's more the moderator's fault for not getting that person when they come in first straight away, not Raphael's fault. That's my person.
I'll get that. I'll get that. But if Raphael starts his stream at 8 p.m., which he normally does every Saturday, right, and he's taking something apart till 9 p.m., right, for a start, that's already 10 p.m. for Raphael, right, because he's an hour in front of us, and then want to do a live stream chat after that. Well, you know, unfortunately, come 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, I'm absolutely shattered.
Yeah,
I'm knackered for the day. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be there for the time where I'd like to be there from 8 p.m. till 10, 11 p.m., but I can't because I'm absolutely knackered. Simple as that, because I've missed out an hour because Raphael wants to take something apart. But that's his choice. It's his channel. He can do what he likes.
We've had this before. Like, whatever one does. Now, on the Saturday night, I don't mind staying up late for it because I just sleep in on a Sunday anyway. I don't get up till maybe 2 o'clock in the day on a Sunday because I lie in bed on a Sunday and I try and catch up with videos that I haven't watched belong to people. That's my usual Sunday morning.
I can now do that with my laptop.
Yeah, I have the laptop on the bed watching videos. That's what I do on a Sunday morning. So, but I don't. That's why the late. I don't mind being on the shows late at night on a Saturday because if you notice, Raphael knows I'll probably come up late on the panels if I come on a panel. It's usually late on a Saturday night I come up anyhow because I do whatever I have to do before that. You know, everyone's different, and everyone thinks, oh, I'd like to say hello to Let's Talk. Where is it? Let's Talk About it, Jamie. How do I met Jamie on? I think it was Pusa Studio a while back, a good while back, and
I haven't been over at Pusa Studios in months. Do they still go live? I don't get any notifications.
They don't do lives now at all. They've stopped. They're going to change the format of the channel, I think, and they're going to be coming out with something different.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to see, because again, what they were doing, it was a lot of hard work in growth streams.
Oh wait, this looks interesting. Hold on.
And they were getting a lot of negative from it. I think it was more negative stuff coming back, and it wasn't helping the channel themselves either. I don't think it was.
No, the whole grow stuff doesn't really help apparently.
Yeah.
No, because they just become subscribers.
Yeah, because again,
they just become dead subscribers from the Grow channel, don't they?
Yeah. That's the thing about the Grow channel.
As we said earlier, it's all about views.
Yeah, it's about the views.
We spoke about it earlier. It's about views. As a creator, one is views.
Yeah, it's about the views.
That's what we want.
Yeah, because again, if you, as I was saying on your, as I was saying,
it's not good having 10,000 subscribers. You're getting 100 views per video, is it?
Yeah, well, that's my point about your lives. I go into your live and I see 60 people interacting in the chat. You know, chat going back and forth with 60, and I see the 60 people in the chat. Then I go into someone else's live who has maybe 10,000 subscribers or 11,000, whatever, 15,000 subscribers, and there's 10 people in the chat, and you're here like, you know, what's the story there? How come they have so many subscribers but they don't have anyone watching them? You know?
Yeah, I was wondering that about another guy called Ralph. He drives a truck, I think, and he had like 11 somewhat K subscribers, and he was on a live. The live was going for about half an hour. I think he had 5 people in there.
Well, he does a growth stream. That's what he does. He used to do the growth streams.
Yeah.
And again, like I was say, he would have got all them subscribers, but a lot of them people now have got what they wanted out of YouTube. They've got to their 1,000 or they've got whatever, and now they've no interest in his channel anymore. You know? So you're better growing organically.
Which is kind of a shame, because he is a nice guy.
Well, he is, I still pop over to his lives whenever I see him on. But again, because he's in America, his lives do be on when I'm asleep or I'm working or something like that. It's always it's hard to get it with the time difference there, because if he's on at 8 o'clock at night, it's 2 o'clock here in the morning. You know.
Yeah.
I know you can stay up really late, Ralph, but that's it. Mike has it. Welcome in as well.
Hey, Mike has it.
Yeah, it's great. It's great if you get a shout out, right, from a bigger YouTuber. As long as these people that subscribe to your channel view your videos when you do videos, as otherwise, it's just no point in them being there. You know.
Yeah.
It's no point. I don't think it really matters. It really doesn't matter how many subscribers you got. It's about how long people watch your video for, right? If they're just clicking on the beginning, middle, and then the end, and leaving you some dumbass comment, all they're doing is ruining your channel, because they're not giving you the view duration time. It's like, I would never watch anybody's video and do that. It's as simple as that. I don't do it. If it's a long video, I should sit here and play it on the PC right in front of me. Yeah. If it's a 15-minute video, I'll play it in front of me on the phone. Anything longer, it gets put on the PC and I watch it over there. And that is when you start to realise, that people may be not watching my videos like they say they are, if you know what I mean. Because I can look at my average view duration time, and I can see from the analytics, I can see who's watching it around the world. And apparently, no one in Netherlands watched my stuff at all. But clearly, someone in the Netherlands does.
I'm not going to.
Does your analytics not state that there's any views coming from the Netherlands?
I can show you it right now.
I believe you, because I've had the same. I've had the same issue. My channel says that there's no viewers from the Netherlands.
Well, my channel, as I say, I'm the worst for analytics. I don't look at analytics. I admit that. I'm the worst for looking at analytics. So I don't know who watches my videos or who doesn't watch my videos or whatever. But I have a little.
I think, Snobby, you're just expecting too much details from the analytics.
Yeah, because I watch your videos usually during work when I'm on my break or when I'm on the toilet.
Well, I want to make a statement before we go any further.
I know that.
I have a little truth to tell regarding Shark Scrapper. I was watching one of his videos the other night, and I fell asleep before I had time to comment, and I woke up about 2 hours later, and I was watching another one of his videos, and I go, there's something wrong here. I said, a minute ago he was doing this, and what's happened here? Then I realized I fell asleep for 3 hours. I have to go back and watch it again before I comment.
I have that autoplay thing turned off, so if the video is over, it stops, and then I know if I missed.
I watched the video, and what was the video I was watching? What was he doing? I'm trying to think, but whatever you were doing, and Ishmael, I woke up and you were totally doing something totally. I said, what's just happened? And I looked at the time and I go, I fell asleep for 3 hours. So just like Ian Matthews, you managed to put me to sleep.
Thank you. That's such a compliment.
Yeah, I just thought I'd put that out there. I don't know where the Netherlands are. Google doesn't know where the Netherlands is. But no,
it's probably too small.
I'm going now that you're on about analytics and stuff. I'm going to try and go into analytics here on my channel, and I'm just going to see where to say my videos are watched. So, Snobby, when I go into analytics, how do I find where it tells me people watch my videos from?
Geography.
So I go into the studio, and I go into analytics. In the studio.
Yeah, and then you'll have a great bar that goes across the top that says all different things, categories.
Yeah, so I have
categories and geography.
Overview, reach, engagement, audience. So I presume it's audience.
Yeah, and then it'll go to geography after that.
Let me have a look down here. Subscriber bell notifications. When your viewers are on YouTube. Watch time from subscribers. Not subscribed, I'm getting 68% of my watchers aren't subscribers, and 31% are. 1.7% are female, 98.3% are male. Countries, here we go. My top countries are 17.6% are India. I don't know how. 17.3% are the United States. 4.7% are from the United Kingdom. 2.4% are from Pakistan. Okay, I don't know why. Maybe it's something to do with the chemicals I'm using. Let me see. Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand, Bangladesh, Philippines, Egypt, Canada, Turkey.
You have so many positions out there.
Yeah, I'm
going to check mine as well.
Lanka, Australia, Spain, France, Czech Republic, Denmark. I presume that's Ralph.
No.
Not Denmark, but who's Denmark? Oh, it's Raphael. Raphael, Denmark. I'm getting Denmark. I'm getting Finland, Ireland, Jordan, Morocco, and Netherlands. There we go.
Oh, Netherlands too? Really?
Yeah. Netherlands, but it's at 0%.
Yes, that's because it's probably lower than 0.0 something.
Yeah, that just means that it recognizes that there's somebody that there's viewers from there, but the numbers are so small that it doesn't round off properly.
Let me have a look. Estonia Scrapper asked me, was Finland listed? I think I named Finland there. Let me have a look.
Yeah.
Again. I think I said Finland.
Nothing Finland apparently.
Well, again, Finland is saying 0.0% there. The France gives me 0.1%, and then after that, Czechoslovakia or Czech Republic or whatever it's known, Denmark, Finland, Ireland gives me 0%. And I know there is people from Ireland watching mine. Jordan, Morocco, and Netherlands give me 0, but they're listed. So I think it's when they're listed, but they've got such a small percentage of your views, that's the reason they're showing 0. But if they're listed, I think they actually do watch your channel, I think. Because I know for definite people in Ireland watch my channel, and it's saying 0%. But I have Pop Scrap, and I have Paul Shartall, and I have There was another couple of Irish scrappers that watch my channel. And I just spotted
Estonian scrapper.
Just put a €5 super chat there. Estonian scrapper, as I said before, you don't need to be putting any tips in. I do appreciate it, but don't feel that you have to put any money or anything like that. I know that you do it on a lot of streams, but I hear everyone telling you the same thing. Don't feel you ever have to do it, but I appreciate it. Okay.
As far I look at mine, I just see only UK, US, India, and Canada. That's
it's still at 28 days probably. Set it to lifetime.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh yeah, let me check lifetime. Yeah, actually, you're correct. Lifetime might change that.
Or 365. Then you can see the year.
Yeah. In the last.
Oh, I can only go to last 7 days.
Oh no, mine
that's weird.
Click on last 7 days. You'll have another. Click on last 7 days, and then they'll all come up underneath it.
Yeah, I have more viewers from Sri Lanka than I do Ireland.
Denmark is giving me on average 14.41 minutes per view. So I appreciate that. Raphael is giving me 14.41 minutes per view, which is very high. So I appreciate that. He's one of the highest. Nigeria only giving me 38 seconds. So whoever that person was in Nigeria, I'm not very happy with you. They only give me 38 seconds viewing time. I'm not very happy, or they just didn't like me. Let me see what else there is. Yeah, that's very interesting. Actually, it gives you all the viewing times, and Denmark was very high. And there's my Ireland now. Ireland has given me, if I go to my longer range, I'm up on 3% of my views come from Ireland. And 12% come from the UK, and the United States give me 20%. So now the United States is really high, but I'm still getting 4% from India, which is very good considering the population they have over there. I'll take 4% of that any day.
UK gave me 4 minutes last week.
But
it's actually Dusty. It's Dusty that does a lot of this work over there on this, you know.
That's actually very interesting. I didn't know that, and it's very interesting. Eco Scrapper's in. Hello, Eco. Welcome in. Bruce Napier is in again. Bruce, thanks for
being here. Hey, Bruce. Welcome back. Hey, Eco Scrapper.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's very interesting there that you can go through the countries and you can see sort of what watch time you're getting from every area.
So what's up that I have more viewers in Sri Lanka than I do in Ireland? What's up with that?
Well, I think the same thing that happened. When I've got a lot there from Thailand, you went on to Rose's channel, I'd say, when there was a lot of people on from Thailand and places like that, and you may have got a few of them watching your videos.
Well, that could be, yeah. I suppose that could be.
That's where I'm presuming my Thailand and all them are coming from, because I couldn't see. Well, again, maybe in Thailand, scrapping is a big thing. I don't know. You know?
Well, I remember EOS been in Mumbai at some point, which is also in that corner somewhere.
Yeah.
Where there was a lot of street scrapping going on.
Yeah, so maybe that a lot of people Google scrap channels from that area.
Because they have to make money somehow.
That would come on your phone.
There's 360 million odd people in the USA. Right, compared to 60 odd million in the UK. How many people in Denmark and the Netherlands? Quarter of a million in Ireland. Can you imagine? What's the population of India? That must be like 500.
Way million. Too many.
It's over. Is it over a billion in there? Isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
You know, I mean, 360 million in the US. I mean, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
You want some of them?
And India, I mean.
No, just push them out to sea.
I just want the subscribers. I don't want them personally. I just want their watch time, please. What I was asking there, Edward Thomas was asking, can you check that analytics on your phone? I presume you can.
I think so.
You can.
India, 1.3 1.53 billion.
There you go. You
There you
hear that,
go.
guys?
Yeah. So like, if you can get
1.3 billion.
3% of them to watch your videos, you'll be well on your way to getting well over 3 million people.
Good.
But here's an interesting thing about that. The ad revenue that you get from viewers around the world is different by country.
Yeah.
So, ad revenue from India is much lower because it's much cheaper for companies to advertise in India. So, you might get a lot of viewers from India, but your ad revenue isn't going to be anywhere near what you would get if you had a similar number of viewers in the United States or the United Kingdom or those kind of things where it's more expensive to advertise.
And Nick has dropped off. Sorry, Nick. I missed Nick dropping off.
Oh yeah,
it's been 10 minutes.
Or no, 20 maybe. Yeah, maybe it's not. He's right. Quite a long time ago.
See how easy I get distracted.
Yeah, we all said hello, Nick.
I missed it because I was too interested in what you were saying about admitting I lost it. Nick, I do apologize. I'm terrible. So has anyone studied which is the best country for ads? Who pays the most? Which country do you make the most revenue from?
The United States, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so Shark, I want you to get all your friends to get onto my channel, please.
That's not going to do you much good.
Well, from what I've seen with YouTube, obviously YouTube and Google are owned by America. Okay.
Yeah.
So they do promote the Americans, I think, a little bit more than some, I think.
Yeah, well, YouTube's head office in Europe is based in Ireland for all of Europe, and Africa is in Dublin in Ireland. And I'm doing my best to try and find someone that works in there.
Guys, as far as I know, the money at YouTube start up when you get like good views, good base of people who gonna watch you, and then you get some kind of sponsors. Then the money start up. Self YouTube,
if you got
and so on, that adds up. But this is small money, very small money. That's why I just decide to, get rid of all the commercial and so on through the video, because I don't want to piss off my viewers.
Yeah.
That's the point. As yourself guys watching some videos and you see the ads every 5 or 3 minutes, that's not really positive, right?
Well, again, I disagree there. I used to think that myself, but if someone is into your channel, like that, as I was saying, that Bald and Bankrupt, I watched his video today, and it had, I think it was 4 non-skippable ads in the middle of it in a 18-minute video, and I watched it because I was interested in what he's doing, and I like his channel. And before this, I used to think, if people aren't, people won't like these ads, they'll skip them. But if you've got the content and they're into watching what you are into, or you come across good to them, and they're prepared to sit through them ads to watch your content.
That's right. But you need to see the difference between the ads, because those non-skippable, they are used to be like 6 seconds at max, I guess, right?
Yeah, I think about 8 seconds.
Very short. Those non-skippable.
Yeah.
But as you put the skippable, it can go up to 6 minutes, I guess.
Yeah. So maybe you're better putting non-skippable ads on your video.
If you are busy with something and just watching in the background, every 5 minutes you got to run to your PC or device and skip. Click the skip. Otherwise, you'll get at least 5 minutes ads in it.
So what I was saying there, Bruce Napier watched a 10-minute video and a 15-minute.
Man, that's ridiculous, Bruce.
But did you watch the video all the way through, Bruce? Did the ads not push you away, or did you just still watch the video? That's the question I have.
Well, I believe.
I deleted ads from my videos because there were too many.
Yeah.
I think it's not skippable ads are quite okay because they are quite short. Yeah, sorry, go on, Stop.
Yeah, but it's open for manipulation, guys. Okay. Now, I'm not the brightest spark when it comes to computers, as Ralph and Raphael know. But there are certain people that may well have servers that have multiple accounts, okay, that run their videos, okay. We may be a little bit naive when it comes to watching our own live streams back that have got multiple adverts in that we just run on another tab, okay. So, you know, that it's open for manipulation. That's what I'm saying, and it's not controlled.
Yeah.
You know, you can have 10, 15, 20, 100 accounts.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
True.
And open them up the following day and run all your stuff, regardless. Because I see it as well.
Well, if
we have other countries.
Yeah, if
we have other countries like say like the Philippines. Say, for example, the Philippines, right? Yeah. Now, for some reason, across the whole world, everybody on this planet seems to want to learn the English language. Okay, and they will watch your video as a schooling lesson, so they pick up the English language. I mean, I'm not the greatest English speakers.
God help them if they're listening to my accent. We raking people in India speaking an Irish accent.
Well, they might struggle a little bit.
Well, hey, I heard Shark saying stuff one day. He goes stuff, so he's picking it up.
Yeah,
but, you know what I'm saying?
I just like the way you say gold.
Gold.
I like the gold.
Give me that gold.
I like the gold.
But you know,
so
Alexander Smith, welcome in. I know what you're saying about if you're a big channel. What I often wonder is these channels who are making hundreds of thousands or maybe $1 million a year out of YouTube, it's worth their while to have a rake of servers playing their stuff, because all of a sudden their revenue is going to go up, even though it might cost them 100,000 quid a year on servers to do this, but they could make $1 million extra. You know.
Absolutely.
The bigger channels are monitored quite closely. So if there's any foul play, YouTube, not just the algorithm, but the YouTube police, you know, there are people working there, find out that there's like some weird all the views are connected through a VPN going somewhere. I mean, they can scan for that stuff. It's quite difficult, but they can. They have the biggest supercomputer in the world. You get penalized for it, and you don't get your YouTube play button, and your channel doesn't get pushed anymore, and maybe even shut down if you're unlucky.
Well, let's just remember, Google is one of the biggest organizations on the world, and they have some of the greatest minds working for them on technology. So they know what you had for breakfast. Never mind.
You know, no matter what you do, no matter how good you are at what you're doing and how successful you are, if they want to take you down, they will.
Jason Hughes, welcome in as well. Sorry, Jason, you coming in.
But you know, I think if you just take a step back for a minute, though, sometimes and say, you know, just let's focus on making quality videos, being consistent in my schedule, and let the chips fall where they may. I think over the long term, you're going to be in a much healthier, stronger position. There's that, but it has to be that focus on making good quality content that people want to watch.
Yeah. Well, that's the other side of it. Like when you said good quality, really, really good quality YouTube, you need a lot of good equipment and you need a lot of time. I
don't agree with you. I think you can make a perfectly good video with a cell phone. I mean, Snobby does most of his work on the phone, and he makes good videos. So
if you look at the big channels who are up on millions on their subscriber counts, they have editors, they have everything.
Oh yeah, but they're entirely
Irish. Hold on, buddy. In this case, when you see those millions and they shoot out straight from the ground, and everyone finally love them, it's not their channels. They are created by someone else, and they just push the person into it. That was very easy way to get up into YouTube in my homeland not so long time ago. and you can get 1,000,000 views and thousands of subscribers from day to day.
Mrs. Greenthumb,
you need to sign the contract with them, and
yeah, but they get a share of the money, and you're just fronting it or whatever. But my point is, if you're trying to compete coming into YouTube now, and you want to compete against the really big channels, you have to be really up there at an awful high level coming in, because
you don't even have any chance to compete with anyone as far you come. Let's say today you just create your channel, you have no chance at all to compare with any other channels, even though like us, what we are, let's say, I don't know, 2-3 years on the YouTube, you got no chance as you are new one.
Yeah.
Even with us, not saying those with million views.
Yeah. Well, YouTube is getting so crowded there now with creators. You have to have something totally different to catch someone's eye. I think you have to be,
especially now.
Yeah, people's attention span is so little that if you don't have it at the highest level, you're going to get a certain group, and you're only going to, like, I'm happy with the numbers I have and the way they're growing. But if I was trying to make a living out of YouTube, I would have been gone off YouTube a long time ago.
Yeah, you're kind of right. But even though you make, let's say tomorrow you're gonna get like super cool video, very interesting, very informative, and following all the guidelines and so on. Believe me or not, what's gonna happen? You're gonna get your standard views.
Yeah.
Even though the same, exactly same content or type of the video made by someone else who already, let's say, got, I don't know, 100,000-200,000 subscribers, that will be super hit, and it will be in the news, in the TV.
Yeah. That's my point. It's so hard to think that you're going to try and get more than you. I'm not trying to put people down or put people off YouTube or whatever, but if you're coming into YouTube as a small thing, don't come into YouTube thinking you're going to make loads of money and you're going to be this. Come into it as your hobby, and whatever you get, and be happy with it, because I think you'd be disappointed if you think you're going to get really big.
I'm just there for the women.
Yeah.
Wrong channel, Ralph.
Oh, dang it.
Sorry, Ralph, not interested.
What do you want to say, Snobby?
You can learn a lot from these little promotional videos from YouTube itself, and I do watch quite a few of them. And, we all have an addictive streak, right? And YouTube just grabs hold of you and draws you in, okay? It draws you in. And one thing it did say is never worry about other people's numbers, ever.
Yeah.
What views they've got, what subscribers they've got, so what? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Worrying about what your neighbor earns a year. If he earns more than you, you're still not going to be able to spend his money. So why worry about it? Only worry about what you have yourself.
True, their views and their watch time, right?
Yeah, you're not going to be able to take it off them. So if they have 1,000 subscribers more than you, or 100,000 views more than you, if you start worrying about them, your channel is going to suffer, because you're just getting bitter, and you're getting you're making yourself worked up, and your content won't be as good.
Yeah.
I also think that's age related as well. That can be age related, because the older you are, the little bit more relaxed you are as well. My views compared to my son's views, who's nearly 30 years of age, are completely different. I know what I was like when I was 30. So, but now I'm 50. I'm that little bit more relaxed, and I'm not in I'm not in the fast lane.
A bit more grumpy.
Yeah, no, but again,
a bit more lazy. You call it relaxed, it's more lazy.
If someone's coming onto YouTube in their 20s and 30s, I can understand them being a bit more aggressive and worrying about it. But again, if they're coming on at 20 and you stick at it when you're 20, and if you keep sticking at it, by the time you're 40s or 50s, you're going to have that 100 or 200,000 subscribers.
But only if you stick to it and you focus on continually trying to make better videos.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people that come in and they say, oh yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then, a week, a month, 2 months into it, they're like, well, wait a minute. I only have 50 subscribers. I'm not doing this anymore. This is too hard.
Yeah. Like I said, that's why people's numbers disappear, subscribers, because you get people coming in and they come into YouTube and they go subscribing to everyone left, right, and center, and then they give it up. And next thing, they're, as well as turning off their own channel, they're affecting everyone else's channel they were coming in. So if you're coming onto YouTube, my advice is to anyone, stick at it. If it doesn't matter about the numbers at the beginning, don't worry about numbers. I looked at number as well. I went on to grow channels. I done all that stuff which I shouldn't have done, and it affected my channel for so long. But now I'm beginning to get that organic growth that everyone talked about that you will get if you just keep at it, and that's it works out in the end. I think that way. And if you're happy not to rush it, or you're happy not to look at the numbers, don't be looking at the numbers. Don't be number upset. Then you'll be far better, happier doing YouTube videos.
Guys, we got another lady in the chat, so let's say welcome to Mrs. Green. Thumbs up.
I said welcome to her about half an hour ago.
Yeah.
I said hello to her about half an hour
Mrs.
ago.
Green, thumbs up. Yeah, that's a good one.
So
well, guys, I started to get that awkward eye. I can feel it penetrating the side of my face.
Okay,
look.
I appreciate you giving up so much time tonight, coming up again.
That'd be the evil eye.
Awkward.
Or the come
awkward
to bed
eye.
eye. Or the come to bed eye.
Oh.
Stallone's on the telly.
Oh boy.
Snobby.
Raphael, Ralph, Sharky, Irish, been a great stream. Everyone in the chat, take care. Have a good week,
care,
and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Bye.
I'm assuming Dusty's going too. Bye, Dusty.
Hi, Dusty.
Also later, Dusty. Yeah.
So I'm going to run it for 4 more minutes till past. I went a half an hour over because I found it very interesting. Everyone was giving great advice to everyone in the chat and giving information, which was good. I like when people get involved and everyone has an opinion to say on something. So that's my opinion anyhow.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Shark has to go back into his cell soon as well. We already allowed him out so long.
And I had to give up a conjugal visit in order to do this.
Oh. Yeah. Speaking of jealousy of other YouTubers, I am sometimes jealous of other YouTubers. Rafael, for instance, not
Really?
because he has reached 2,000 subscribers. No. I think that's awesome. You're doing well. Not because he got a shout out from E-Waste Ben, which is also awesome. No, look at that workspace he has. That's
I know
what I'm jealous about. I want workspace like that. I live in an apartment. I have a tiny little shed or basement, and I have to go to my mom's garage to do stuff. And
You know, Ralph, that's cost me quite a lot of work and quite a lot of effort to get that workspace.
I assume so.
You know,
I wish I did that years ago.
I was living in the tiny 38 square meter apartment for quite so long time. I didn't, I want to have some workspace. At the beginning, I got only flat. After that, I get tiny garage, what was like about, 12 square meter, something like that. So the cars go in, that's it.
Yeah.
But instead of
small.
putting the car in there, I used to play inside that. And later on, I doing everything to get away from that spot and get some place where I can just have something, whatever. And after a few years of hard work, it finally happened, and now I got it.
What age are you?
Now I cherish it and happy of that.
Ralph, what age are you?
And believe me,
Yeah.
Ralph or not, one day you will get even better place than I have.
What age is Ralph? What age are you?
What do you think? I mention it all the time.
You're 20-something, isn't it? Or 30-something? 30-something, I don't know.
Yeah, he's 19.
12.
In 3 weeks, I will be 42.
Are you that old?
Yeah, people usually don't believe me.
Okay, I thought you were a lot younger than that, to be honest.
That's I get that all the time. Last week, a customer guessed I was like 28, 29.
I get the opposite. People go, "Oh, you must be in your 60s by now."
Wow.
Well, Ralph, you better hurry up, man. You're over the hill.
No. I mean, I do need to shave. It's a bit of a mess, and I need a little bit of sun so I get a nice little tan. But then, yeah, Mrs. Green Thumb doesn't believe it either. I'll be 42 on the 27th. Yep.
Okay.
I'll be 42 at the end of the month.
I'm from 78.
Right. No more than myself now, Shark. The next time you see 42, it's on a door.
Yeah.
Is
that your basement, Ralph? I thought it was your flat. Where's your bed? This is not my bed. This is actually the big bedroom. This has a double door, which I took out. The living room is over there, and the smallest room, which is the guest room, or for some people the laundry room, that's all the way over there. That's where my bed is. There's like this much space between the bed and the wall, and there's a small cupboard in there and a little side table, and that's about it.
What date is your birthday? Bruce Napier wants to know, what date did you say your birthday is on?
27th.
27th.
And what day is that? What day of the month?
I don't know.
Find out.
I stopped celebrating my birthday after I turned like 14 or so. That would be a Tuesday.
You could do a live stream that Tuesday for your birthday.
I was thinking about it.
And we could all come in and wish you happy birthday.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
We could all wish you a happy birthday that day, you think.
Ralph, I was born 3 days after you, several years before.
Ah.
I was going
maybe
to say,
you need to scrap more to make more money so you can get a bigger place. Well, I buy a lottery ticket every month. I have a job that pays pretty decent, and I do gold recovery, kind of like scrapping iron. I do it a bit faster. Here's 1 kilogram of gold.
Yeah. Don't believe him. Don't believe him.
That was clickbait.
And he's actually doing a special offer on that one. Normally, would be.
I had so much of it. I even cast a golden Coca-Cola bottle.
Well, normally he'd be looking for 100,000 for that, but this week only he's letting it go for 20,000 to the first person that puts 20,000 in PayPal. We're going to get that.
As Admiral Akbar would say, it's a trap.
It's a trap. You're a pain in the brass, Ralph.
wrong information around. Same as my silver bars.
No, your silver bars. You said it. Well, E-Way Spin said it. He was going to send one to everyone now that he's on.
The whole sentence.
Here's another thing. Who the hell opens an envelope like this?
That was a good one, right?
Yeah. But
when he started cutting, I was like, no. I'm always so careful with envelopes, like peeling and carefully going. No, he just goes.
I got a good laugh out of that. And then when he got the bits of paper and tried to put them together to see what was wrote in the letter.
But Ralph, one little advice: as far as you get the bigger spot, believe me, you will have much bigger job to clean it up.
That's what the maid will be
very easily. I'm telling you.
Matthews has a small shed and he still makes a mess of it, so it doesn't matter. Big or small, you're going to make a mess of a shed. That's all you can do.
Yes. What is that? Is that it's one of the laws of enthalpy or entropy or something like that? You know, the mess just takes up the space that it's allowed in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, entropy. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. But
something to do with space. Something.
I see.
I only know that because of a Minecraft add-on.
Next few months, look at the romantic comments.
What did Rose say? Rasmus Scrapper texted me and said it sent me one. Oh, on the bars, 20th. Where do I have to go back to? What do I have to look at? You tell me what I'm looking for.
Yeah, exactly. This what you wrote.
All right. Let me put it up again.
I see that thingy gonna follow me for the next few weeks.
Oh yeah.
And I will own everyone.
And once they arrive, we'll let it go then. Once I get my bar, I'll be okay. I won't mention it every week.
And I'll do the same thing. When I get my bar, I'll leave it alone.
Yeah. No, but all Pat and joking around aside, what are you doing for your 2000?
I tell you what, Raphael, I just picked up a computer keyboard the other day. I'll send you the silver Mylars from it. That should help you on your path to accumulating all this silver.
Thank you, Sharky. I got like 2,000 of Mylars, and one more will not affect this pile.
Right, guys, I'm going to call it at that because we've gone overboard again. So first off, we'll go through the routine. Shark, what have you got coming out this week?
Tomorrow and Friday.
Okay. And Street Scrap?
Street Scrap on Friday, and
Okay.
tomorrow is a surprise.
Okay. Pointing down the way now at Raphael.
I'm gonna have some uneven fight with one laptop tomorrow.
Oh, laptops. Oh, Jesus.
How did
But in this case, I'm not gonna scrap it. I'm gonna repair it.
Oh.
Anyway,
Even worse
yeah,
still.
we'll see.
And I'm putting a diagonal point down towards Scrap It Ralph, but I know what he's going to say. Go on, say it.
Yeah, no video for at least another 2 weeks.
And I hope to have a video out on Thursday. I'm working on one at the moment, and hopefully I'll have it done by Thursday to have it out for Thursday. If not, I might leave it till the following Thursday, but we'll see. So, guys, I'd like to thank everyone that came on, everyone that was in the chat. Anyone I missed in the chat, apologies for not saying hi. I do appreciate everyone that does come in, and I know how hard it is to give up time and stuff like that, and especially the guys come on the panel, because when you're on the panel, I know that you're definitely in. You can't leave. Like, once you're there, when you're in chat, you can disappear for a while and do something, but when you're in the panel, if you disappear off the screen, I know it. So I kept you.
I usually do this when I disappear.
We know what you're doing when you disappear.
If we Dean Matthews up, we know he disappears when we make someone big. So it's
Yes,
safe,
yeah.
it's safe enough. Even though I done that myself one night on Gil Skills show, and I think
Yes, I remember you did that.
I think Ralph was the only one that spotted because they go, where's he gone? And Ralph goes, he done a Dean Matthews.
I knew it before I saw you were gone. When the screen got made bigger, I think Gil was presenting someone.
Yeah.
And then I thought, oh, no, Scrapping Irish is gonna pop out.
Yeah.
And I put in the chat, he pulled an Ian Matthews.
Yeah, and everyone goes, what's an Ian Matthews? So, guys, thanks for that, and I'm going to end the broadcast. Everyone in the chat, thanks for that, and talk to you all later.